Rutgers having gone through the gauntlet of Wisconsin, Ohio State, and Michigan, and a 3-game losing streak coming out of that. They're home now and getting ready to take on Nebraska. Let's get you right to our Bank of America keys to the game.
For Rutgers, they've got to create big plays, as there's no bigger play guy than Leonte Crew. 22 yards per reception, but Janarian Grant's no slouch. 3 return TDs this season. Rutgers can be very dangerous on special teams. And for Nebraska, it's all about finishing. They've lost 6 games by 10 points or less. Heartbreaking early on the season, but last week they did finish against Michigan State with a big throw down the stretch to Brandon Riley, who gave them the victory 39-38 in Lincoln.
Nebraska's done with its road schedule as of today. They've got the bye next and then home against Iowa. So the last chance to enjoy somebody else's band on somebody else's field for a little while. The pride of New Jersey will take you to break. Scoring game in the Big Ten so far today was 21-14, Jay Lehman. We might have that by halftime here today. Rutgers can put points on the board. Nebraska can put points on the board. Can anybody stop the other? Is the big question today on a very windy day for football. And Tina Servacio standing by right now, and she's got Nebraska coach Mike Riley.
All right, Josh, thank you. Coach, you said you wanted to turn the page after that win over Michigan State so your players could get ready for Rutgers. But what was practice like this week now that your players know that they could come back and win close games like that?
Well, I think that's a big key. Practice was good. I think we've had consistent practices through the year, and you hope you learn the lesson that every week you got to start over and get ready for the next team, and this is going to be a tough game. So I'm excited to see us play today.
Rutgers gets back wide receiver Leonte Crew. He could change a game. How do you make sure he doesn't hurt you?
Well, that was a big factor all week that we talked about. We can't let this guy control the game. So we got to do a good job when we're covering him man-to-man, and then we got to get some help once in a while. He's a very good player, and he can change a game.
Coach Riley, thank you.
Thank you, Tina.
Back to you.
All right, Tina, thank you very much. Nebraska will receive and get going today with possession of the football right away. Auto owners impact players today, Jay.
Yeah, on offense for Rutgers, Leonte Crew. We've talked about him enough. The guy makes plays all over the field. And if healthy, Paul James averaging 8 yards a rush, a little bit banged up. Hopefully he's good to go. Josh Bandera struggled early with a groin injury, but in 6 games, 47 total tackles. He's a thudder inside. Offensively for Nebraska, Jordan Westerkamp and Brandon Riley, 2 of the best receivers in the Big Ten. Brandon Riley, over 20 yards a catch. He's the big play threat. And Steve Longa leads the Big Ten in tackles for Rutgers. He's a highly instinctive, active player, loves to run and hit. Good combo for a linebacker.
Auto Owners Insurance impact players of the game, and Longa will have a lot to do today. Nebraska, remember, went down and put 39 on the board against Michigan State, barely enough to win. Kyle Flood right now with a 3-game losing streak, and obviously a season that has been in turmoil on the field, off the field. Some forgettable things at Rutgers, but you finish strong, and well, the fan base is on your side again.
Well, Kyle Flood told us yesterday, he said, are we frustrated? Yes, but we're not discouraged. Anytime you lose games like we've lost the last 3 games, you're going to get frustrated. But we're not discouraged. We like the direction we're headed. We're doing some good things. We just got to put it all together.
Stanley Morgan will try to bring it out. Bobs and weaves and gets to the 22. Nebraska will be going with the wind to begin. And it is a pretty healthy wind here today by the banks of the Raritan.
Yeah, 40 degrees. Temperatures are going to be dropping, and it is windy. That's going to affect the pass games. And both of these teams love to throw the ball downfield. We'll see what kind of factor the wind is as the game progresses.
We showed you 15 miles an hour, and Jay, honestly, I'm not buying it. You and I were both walking around before the game, and the pregame tailgating, if you were trying to play cornhole, the beanbags were blowing all over the place as the people were throwing them. Run play right away. And Amani Cross angling left. Not much there.
Yeah, Amani Cross. Not usually the starter. Got a lot of reps last week because Terrell Newby was a little bit banged up. Newby's kind of their all-around back. Amani Cross a little bit bigger. They like to get him the ball quickly. That's why you saw them pitch the ball to him. Get him the ball quickly so he can get rolling downhill.
Newby does come in now. Among the many injured Huskers of late. Had to leave the Purdue game in the second quarter with an ankle problem. The mobile Armstrong fires on the run. Diving catch for the first down and got it to Brandon Riley. Now, he was a hero against Michigan State last week with that 30-yard touchdown catch in the final seconds.
Tommy Armstrong is the most accurate rolling to the right. Even when he's in the pocket, he's more accurate rolling to the right. But what a catch by Brandon Riley. Had the game winner last week. That's just concentration and hands right there. Big play.
3 eligible receivers tight to the line on the left side. And the run is there this time. Amani Cross as they continue to switch things up at running back. Isaiah Wharton makes that tackle.
We want to talk about balance. 170 yards average on the ground for the Cornhuskers. Over 290 through the air. Offense has not been the issue for Nebraska. They put up yardage and they put up points.
And Rutgers has been allowing points at an unbelievable clip. Their last few games, 48, 49, 48. The one before that was 52, and they won that one. First down carry through traffic. And once again, that's Amani Cross, who had a season-best 98 yards a week ago.
You'll see Nebraska do this a lot. They'll have what you call ghost motion. Right there, they had Stanley Morgan on the motion. And what that does is it messes with the linebacker's eyes. They get out of their gap a little bit, and you see Amani Cross able to pick up the first down. Very tricky for a linebacker to pick that up.
Rutgers, by the way, averaging just 1 sack per game. And Nebraska only gives up about a sack per game. Helps that Armstrong is so mobile, and he'll run right away with it. Zigzags all the way towards the 40-yard line, right to the first down sticks. Tommy Armstrong, tackled by who else but Steve Longa. He'll be doing a lot of that today.
Yeah, Steve Longa saved a touchdown right there, coming from his backside linebacker position. Just a planned run option into the boundary, turned it up the field. Tommy Armstrong is a guy that can run, but when he scrambles, he's looking to throw the ball more than to run the ball. There it was a planned run, picked up the first down.
Only non-senior quarterback in the country with 5,000 career passing yards and 1,000 career rushing yards. To the far side of the field, that's Brandon Riley on kind of a modified jet sweep.
Yeah, Riley has deceptive speed for how big he is. They said he was a little bit banged up with the toe after that Michigan State game. Should be good to go. He's looked good early. You know, it's 2nd and 8 at the 38. This is the time that Nebraska may take a shot down the field. They've been mixing up the run and pass pretty well this first drive with Westerkamp and Riley on the same side of the field, the bottom of your screen.
On a 2nd and 8 off that high shotgun snap, the screen to Newby. And he'll twirl and get to the 32. The first down make the 29. Quan Lewis made that tackle. That's the guy that had to choose where to go, Rutgers or Nebraska, when he transferred from South Carolina, so his worlds are colliding here today. All right, 3rd and 3. And keep in mind, there's a very strong-legged kicker for Nebraska in Drew Brown, a swirling wind to deal with. That is, if they can't convert on 3rd and 3. Out of the offset eye, it's a give to Hovey, who will turn the corner. Look at Hovey go all the way, in fact, for Nebraska. Or Carter. Check that. That's Carter. Cethan Carter for the touchdown. Now, that's a play that he never would have been involved in a year ago. A tight end who touched the ball 11 times last year total to match that uniform number.
Yeah, Cethan Carter lined up at tight end. They had to get the tight end the reverse, and he knows how to finish. Janovich leading the way. It's funny because Michigan State ran the same play against him last week. Offensive coordinator said, you know what? I'm going to take that play out of that book, and I'm going to use it myself to Cethan Carter for 6 points.
2nd touchdown of the year, certainly the first one running the ball for Cethan Carter. And Nebraska's on top early. You know, it's funny, the tight ends in Nebraska were told in the offseason, we want you to be Renaissance men, fellas. Catch, block, grow long beards if you want to, whatever you want to do. And now add this little wrinkle. 7-0 Nebraska on a 32-yard run.
BTN is presented by U.S. Cellular. With U.S. Cellular, now the middle of nowhere is the middle of anywhere. U.S. Cellular. Brought to you by FanDuel, the leader in one-week fantasy football. And by Dr. Pepper and college football. It's a one-of-a-kind tradition.
On that right-away scoring drive for Nebraska, a running back, a wide receiver, a quarterback, and finally a tight end all carried the ball for the Huskers, so a little something different there. And now something that Rutgers fans are excited about. Janarian Grant is back to return a kick.
Janarian Grant, 3 return TDs this year. Had one last week against Michigan. Ball security has been a little bit of an issue as well. Fumbled on the return against Michigan, and then the next kickoff returned it and took it to the house.
Drew Brown socks it away. And it's not going to be number 1. They don't want Grant involved, but I'll tell you what, whoever is returning still does pretty well. Saquon Hampton able to take it back. And we go back to Carter. Sethan Carter, the junior, rumbles 32 going around the corner.
8 plays, 78 yards for the U.S. Cellular scoring drive. Well, nice little mix of run and pass. Mixed it up well.
And mixing it up in terms of who actually touched the ball, too. I mean, we knew Tommy Armstrong could run, but again, a wide receiver and a tight end were both in full gallop on that. So now, Chris Laviano, and even snaps from center have been an issue of late for him. He'll roll out right away. Stand and fire right away, looking for Carew right away, and that would have brought the house down. The very first pass of the year for Laviano was a 58-yard touchdown to that man, to Carew, and he almost did it again.
Well, when Carew is played, they have tried to throw him the ball at least 4 or 5 times in the first quarter alone. They want to get the ball to their best player, and he's in double coverage right there, but he's running by him. The ball's just overthrown a little bit, and you got to wonder if Deontay Carew is full speed with all the injuries he's had.
Looking at him there, I mean, if that's 80%, that's unbelievable. Running for 5 to bring up a 3rd and 5. That was Martin, Robert Martin, who ripped off a 54-yarder against Michigan last week.
When you look at Rutgers, they love to get in tight splits, tight formations to dictate to the defense exactly what they want them to do. This is a perfect example. All 4 receivers bunched up in there.
That goes awry and is almost scooped up by Nebraska. It wasn't the true fumbled snap that Rutgers fans have gotten used to, because it seemed like a trick play in the offing that just didn't happen for him.
Well, it seemed like Laviano was trying to fake that he was going to have the snap over his head. So watch him try to fake, but the running back actually never caught the snap. That was what they were trying to do. It looked like it was going to be a fake, that he missed the snap and the running back would take it. Obviously a botched play, and here's a punt.
Oh, and the punt is barely gotten away too because of a high snap. Boy, things happening very quickly and not in a great way for Rutgers right now. Westerkamp catching that punt. Now who knows what would have happened if they pulled this off, but it just didn't work. Nebraska at 4-6, in danger of missing out on a bowl game for the first time in 8 years. Rutgers has actually gone bowling 9 of 10 years, and they're in danger of having the pause button hit as well. What a rough year it's been for Rutgers, especially of late. You saw in that last flurry, Jay, when they tried the trick play, it just kind of blew up on them.
Yeah, that's not going to make Kyle Flood happy. Whenever you install a trick play, you want to execute it correctly, especially when it's the 3rd play of the game.
Janovich, the fullback. And right away, Riley is met behind the line of scrimmage. Rutgers, if they tackle well, they've got a shot today. And Lasan Austin wrapped up Riley right away, and he's hobbled. Look at him.
Yeah, Riley's toe's a little bit banged up, but Lasan Austin, a guy they're really, really high on, has great length at corners. You can see Riley hobbled. They were counting on Riley making Lasan Austin miss in space, but it looks like Riley and that toe might be having some issues right now.
Jamal Turner comes in as a receiver now. He's at the bottom of your screen. Stanley Morgan, the man in motion, and Cross will get pushed right back. Juan Lewis was there, among others. Now, Nebraska certainly has it in him on 3rd and long to get it done. You can't pick a better last name for a quarterback than Armstrong. I feel like having a running back named Fast Feet. But the irony is Armstrong's more likely to beat you with his legs than that arm. The quarterback with the cannon backs him up, really. That's Riker Fife.
One thing that makes Armstrong so dangerous is his ability to scramble and extend the pass play, wear out the coverage. It's hard to cover someone for more 4 or 5 seconds.
Flares it out near the sticks, and no sail on the first down. Westerkamp reeled it in, but boy, he was crushed out of bounds to bring up 4th down.
There's Blasson Austin again, guy that's really physical, makes a lot of plays. See Westerkamp trying to get to the sticks, doesn't quite get there, just kind of slows down, and Austin comes off the route, is physical finishing on him before the first down mark.
So Grant is back, and he's got a punt return for a touchdown this year, 3 kick returns for a touchdown this year. Bouncing nicely for Nebraska. Can they surround it? Yes, sir. Down around the 3. Long field for Rutgers. And the Scarlet Knights on offense when we come back. Tonight in prime time, number 5 Iowa looking to keep their championship hopes alive and take on Minnesota for the coveted Floyd of Rosedale Trophy. Covered starting at 8 Eastern, presented by Ram Trucks on BTN and BTN to go. 98 yards to go for Rutgers right now, and Chris Laviano, who win it today, had completed just 17 passes total in his last 8 quarters of football. Meantime for Nebraska, some concern obviously about how things are going for Brandon Riley. Whether or not it's that toe or something else, Jay, not real sure, but let's see if Tina Servacio knows something.
Josh, no official word from Nebraska on Riley, but he is now finally running. He was in a lot of pain, and what they did, they've been checking that right ankle. It appears he had a hard time putting weight on it at first. He doesn't have his helmet on yet. He's walking much better than earlier. I'll keep you updated, Josh. Back to you.
Thank you, Tina. James will take it to the 6. Or check that. That's Hicks. Josh Hicks able to move it up. One of 2 Big Ten teams is Rutgers, with a couple of backs of 500 rushing yards this year. You got Hicks, you got James, you got Martin. They continue to rotate, and Nebraska might need to rotate in a receiver now if they can't get Riley right.
Brandon Riley's dynamic. So they pick up the flag. Don't know what was seen or why they threw it. 2nd and 7 for Rutgers, and offensively they got to get something going, give that defense a chance to catch its wind and make adjustments.
Now Carew would be the guy to really get him downfield in a hurry, wearing number 4, the guy with 9 touchdowns already. Patton, the man in motion, and this is blown dead now. This is going to be motion on Rutgers.
Number 81.
Yeah, Matt Flanagan.
For the goal. 2nd down.
No, and so it goes right now anyway for Rutgers and Kyle Flood, who grew up in Bayside, Queens.
You see him right there, the tight end on your screen, just jumps a little bit. You do hard counts when you're backed up as an offense. Why? You want to get a cheap and easy 5 yards. Well, it backfired there. It backed him up 3 yards, half the distance to the goal.
Hicks dots the I for Rutgers, and the man in motion, Patton. Hicks is crushed and lassoed right near the goal line. There's
Josh
Banderas.
Banderas, a guy that's physical, comes downhill. They said, offensive coordinator for Rutgers, Ben McDaniel, said, this guy's a thudder inside. You'll see him right here. The left side of your screen, just reads it from the beginning, really untouched, and makes the play. That's how you attack. That's how you wrap and be physical. Physical player. Struggled with a groin injury early in the year. The last 6 games, he's had 47 tackles.
Hicks again is the eye back, and he slithers off the goal line, pounds his way near the 10, but he needed to get to the 12. That's a physical runner. Byerson Cockrell able to lock him up. And this is going to be about a 4th and a yard, maybe a yard and a half.
That was a dangerous run. They could have gotten stopped in the end zone. Nebraska had a blitz on. They missed him in the hole. Josh Hicks almost got the first down, but does give Rutgers some more room to punt.
Jordan Westerkamp has a chance here from around midfield to get Nebraska ignited. They're already up 7-0. Joey Roth, the redshirt senior punter. And this is blown dead too. They take too much time. I think they might have.
Delay a game. Kicking team. 5-yard penalty.
Well, and there's some unrest here. You hear it from the fans. I mean, obviously Rutgers has not represented well, Jay, over the last 3 weeks. But again, it's been Ohio State and Wisconsin and Michigan. That's tough. That's 3 of the top 5 defenses in the country.
Tough sledding. When you're giving up that many points as they have, it's really difficult. You'll see Nebraska stands up on the rush. That's because you can switch in your rushers easier that way.
Punt will wobble right near midfield. Westerkamp in reverse. Sheds a couple of Scarlet Knights. Westerkamp jumping and bobbing and weaving to the 45. Plus field position for Nebraska when we come back. The Huskers already up by 7 here in northern New Jersey. Last week, Husker Nation becoming the happiest 4-6 fan base in the country. The last gasp win, they were due for one of those. You go back to the Hail Mary against BYU. You lose by a field goal in OT after rallying from down 23 in that Miami game. On and on and on with a heartbreak, Jay.
Yeah, and Illinois came back late. Wisconsin, game-winning field goal late. This is a team that very easily could have 5, maybe 6 more wins. And it just has not happened down the stretch until last week.
Well, the old line about nice guys finishing last doesn't quite apply because Nebraska will probably finish mid-pack. That is a nice man, Mike Riley, in his first year. Armstrong, one-hand catch, newbie, who will push his way forward for 5, maybe 6. Nebraska up here 7-0. Mike Hall standing by for a Lexus studio update.
Josh Jake Rudock had a career-high passing performance last week. He's at it again this week. Beautiful throw to J.U. Chesson for a 34-yard score. 4 minutes left in the first. Wolverines are up early, 7-3. Josh?
Thank you, Mike. Rutgers saw all they wanted to out of Michigan last week. Again, giving up a 40-something tally on the scoreboard. Amani Cross barrels his way forward, and he stood up just before the first down make. He's about a half a yard away.
Yeah, 2 tight ends, the fullback Andy Janovich and the big back Amani Cross. That's playing what we call big boy Paul. That's just smash mouth football for Nebraskans at Rutgers deep.
You like Janovich, don't you?
I like Janovich a lot. The guy is not only a good blocker, which most fullbacks have to be, he catches the ball, and on situations like this, they'll give him a carry, and he's an ample runner. Leader on the team, great weight room guy.
Throwback player playing a throwback position, really, when you think about it. Needing a yard, Armstrong rolling out, getting chased, and fires a dart that's caught by Hovey. And as the ball bounces, it is recovered by Nebraska. Hovey doesn't get into the action that often. His 11th catch all year. Looked like the ball popped loose, but he's on it, and it's first down Nebraska.
This is what you call the waggle play. It's like a boot, but the boot action's to the run action. You can see Hovey just trying to get extra yards, and Blasson Austin takes that right arm and gets the ball out. Stripped by number 10, Blasson Austin. Watch him right here. Misses the tackle, but doesn't give up on it. Comes back, strips the ball, and look at the ball right there. How about Hovey, though, with the effort to get back on the ball?
And again, of late, things are bouncing Nebraska's way. It's just most of September and October was exactly the opposite. There's the man you just talked about, Janovich, getting the feed inside. It's like watching Tom Rathman 30 years ago.
Yeah, and Corey Schlesinger 20 years ago on those great national championship teams. You know, sometimes if you look at Nebraska's offensive line before play, number 66, Dylan Utter, it looks like they're calling him out like he's going to pull. He's sitting back on his haunches a little bit. Steve Longa, the linebacker, highly instinctive, said, hey, I think they're going to pull the ball. The lineman to give it to Janovich read it well. But Janovich is a good player for a fullback.
Armstrong, by the way, has started 5 for 5. But the touchdown's been on a handoff to a tight end of all things. Armstrong in the coverage, and it's Westerkamp. Touchdown, Nebraska. Jordan Westerkamp, his 7th of the year. Well, he's made some memorable acrobatic catches. That one really wasn't too high in the degree of difficulty, but in traffic like that, he knows he's going to get hit, and he hung on.
Well, Tommy Armstrong had horrible feet on that play. Didn't even move his legs at all. Threw off his back foot and throws a strike to Jordan Westerkamp. That's why they call him Armstrong. All he needs is his arm. He definitely didn't need his legs on that one for the TD.
And again, just kind of some disappointed murmuring in this crowd here at a High Point Solutions field. The extra point good. 14-0 Nebraska. And I guess to your point, Jay, about how they could come off of last week with all that confidence the fourth quarter gave them, this first quarter looking pretty nice. Fourth. And Jay, let's get back to that touchdown for you.
Yeah, Westerkamp in the slot where he likes to line up. He's just going to run a simple post route. He's right here, and Armstrong knows where he's going from the beginning. You're going to see the linebackers bite up a little bit and not get the depth that they need to in between 4 Scarlet Knight defenders for the touchdown. Easy pitch and catch.
Their U.S. Cellular scoring drive. Boy, they made it look easy, didn't they? 5 plays, 45 yards. So now we get you from Westerkamp to maybe Leonte Carew as we talk about impact receivers in this game. No completed passes yet for Rutgers through 2 drives. And they might need a timeout here. Boy, Carew's body language betrayed what he was feeling right there. It looked like he just couldn't believe they needed a timeout out of that. But that's what they're looking at, and we'll be right back, too. Pennsylvania, Ricky Waters, LaShawn McCoy territory. Here's Grant. And he'll bob and weave and get to midfield and pick up a Rutgers first down. So finally, the Rutgers fans have something to shout about.
Yeah, they like to get the speed on the edge. Quick pitch out to Janarian Grant. Good blocking outside by other receivers and linemen. Was able to get 10 yards on the play for the first down.
Big time speed for Grant, but he's cursed, I guess you could say, Jay, with a small pair of hands compared to a typical college wide receiver. Less of a target than, for example, his roommate Andre Patton. There was a guy in motion towards the top of your screen. Back goes Laviano. He wants the deep ball. It's into double coverage, though. And a diving attempt at the interception. Chris Jones. That is some kind of play. Chris Jones going horizontal for that ball, and he reels it in.
Talk about staying on top of a receiver. Chris Jones stayed on top of Leonte Carew better than any defensive back you'll see. Watch him one-on-one here. Watch him stay on top. Uses his hands and then tracks the ball and goes up and get it. And Nate Gary had good help from the safety position. That's just an errant throw as well. Trying to force the ball to your playmaker and goes up and catches the ball at the highest point. Good job, Chris Jones.
Now, this is not to suggest that I'm making an excuse here for Laviano, but did you see where the wind suddenly was blowing? And instead of blowing against him, it was blowing with him. And that ball seemed to sail downfield. Is it possible the wind just took it?
The wind could have taken it, but again, Chris Jones was ahead of the receiver in great position. Wouldn't have made a difference on the completion.
Armstrong loops it downfield, and it's caught on the run by Carter. A big play right off the jump here for Nebraska. That's 2 of those for Ethan Carter. 1 on a run and 1 now on a catch.
I don't think Rutgers has covered the tight end. Sam Cotton and Ethan Carter wide open on that play, running down the field. Just a little play action. Hits Ethan Carter. That just drops it in the breadbasket. That's a good ball by Tommy Armstrong.
8 for 8 start for Tommy Armstrong. Carter's got a 40-yard catch to go with his 32-yard touchdown run. And that will get us to the end of the first quarter here. Update those numbers for you. Now make it 8 for 8 for 108. And Nebraska having a fine time of it here on the banks of the Raritan. Their first trip to Rutgers. Kyle Flood not having quite as good a time as Nebraska right now. Huskers already up by 14 and on the move. BTN football back in just a moment. Since beating West Virginia off Classic 21 years ago, it's going very well for them here so far. Little hip hip hooray from Mike Riley early. 172 to 29 are the total yards, Jay.
Total domination on both sides of the football. And Tommy Armstrong, you can't ask for a better first quarter. 8 for 8. He's been accurate, and he's been potent.
Second quarter begins. Nebraska now traveling right to left across the TV, and there's Cross. Will barrel and get 3, maybe 4. I like that they're still committing to the run, although it seems patently obvious, Jay, whenever they put the ball in the air, something good is going to happen.
Well, they run to set the pass. This is an offense that's predicated on big plays. 61 plays of 20 yards or more. That's tons of yardage. Big chunk plays is what make this Big Red offense go.
Well, that was coming in it today. Tack on 3 more. Give them 64 of those. And by the way, Rutgers has given up the most of those in the Big Ten. Armstrong, ooh, and that was wide open. Could have been 9 for 9 to start. But Sam Cotton couldn't quite reel it in. Underthrown there, and there was a lot of green grass ahead of Sam Cotton.
Again, the tight ends have not been covered all day. Sam Cotton had tons of running room. Westerkamp and Riley were on the opposite side. You can see Cotton just came from behind the line. No linebacker picked him up. They bit on the run fake. That would have been a big play.
And the cornerback had his back to the play there, too. And Cotton grabbed that ball. I mean, he could have zigzagged for who knows how long downfield. On a 3rd and 7. Armstrong chased. And simply incomplete. So Nebraska will actually introduce us to the punting team now. Sam Foltz will come on. And Tina standing by down on the field.
All right, Josh, I'm on the Rutgers sideline. Steve Longa is leaving the field. He has his pads off, his jersey off. He's heading back to the Rutgers locker room. I'll get an update on his injury. They were checking his upper body near his neck, his shoulders. No official word from Rutgers just yet, but he is heading back to the locker room, Josh.
That's a nightmare scenario. Thank you, Tina, because Rutgers has one great defensive player, and that's the guy that just walked off the field.
The Big Ten's leading tackler, highly active, instinctive, huge loss if he doesn't come back.
Sam Foltz gets a big bounce, and there's Grant. He was 1 on 3, but he keeps on going. And finally gets completely crushed. That was Janovich. I think that's an NFL player, don't you? I mean, somebody gonna find a way to get him involved.
He does a lot of things. Janovich is a guy, leader, weight room guy, plays all the special teams, the fullback. If that guy doesn't just reek of a Nebraska football player, I don't know what does. So block in the back on this play against Najee Clayton. It's going to be a spot foul. Take it back to about the 5-yard line.
Grant is a guy who absolutely can get downfield in a hurry with a football.
Return team.
Janovich was not about to let him do it.
1st down and 10. Timeout.
The ultimate lead by example guy, says Mike Riley. And check out this hit. 14-0 Huskers. Randy Gregory, but McMullen can impact if not change a game too.
Yeah, him, Jack Gangwish, Malik Collins, big-time players up front for this Nebraska defensive line, and that's where every great defense is built, on the defensive line.
Forcing Laviano to have to go to the air again. He's had 1 completion today. He'll run for now. And out to the 11 with the first down, make the 15.
Look at this defense. It's all about up front. They're the guys that play. Nate Gary, a guy that come down on a safety position hit. Josh Banderas has been active today, a thudder inside. And Chris Jones staying on top of Leonte Crew, catches the ball at the highest point. Good, fundamentally sound defense. And this is a defense that has struggled against the pass game, especially late in games, but has looked sharp today.
Well, and this is interesting here, as Rutgers will change it up now. So difficult to tell with these uniforms, but Hayden Rettig. And this pass incomplete. You wonder what they're going to be doing at the quarterback position. It looked like Rettig was going to be poised to come in the game, but it was Laviano staying in for now to fire that incomplete pass. And, you know, again, to be fair to Laviano, you've had a couple of drives now that have started from the 2 and from the 5.
Yeah, it doesn't help your quarterback at all when you have field position like that. We've talked about special teams being an edge for Rutgers. It's been an edge for the Nebraska Cornhuskers. That's led to great field position. They're going to have it again after this punt.
A Joey Roth punt. with a low snap. But a high arcing kick. Westerkamp with a fair catch right near the midfield stripe. So again, plus territory for Nebraska. Not that they need a lot of help. It doesn't seem yet today, Jay. 175 yards versus 35 allowed.
It's been a one-way domination right now for Nebraska, and they're at the 50-yard line right now. This is a perfect time when you look at where Nebraska plays to take a shot downfield. So you got to look out for number 1, Jordan Westerkamp, always the big play threat.
And with Longa unavailable, well, you really wonder how Rutgers is going to be able to pin back Armstrong and company now. Remember, Tommy doesn't have Brandon Riley right now. He left the game very early with some sort of leg injury. Cross turns the corner and stiff arms his way to the 44-yard line, picking up 6.
Yeah, the basic power play right there with Janovich and Zach Sturp pulling around. Amani Cross, the big back, 6 yards on the pickup. And without Longa in there, they lose a big physical presence. That is Rutgers, because he's their leading tackler and probably their most physical player.
Those are legit tackle totals, too, by the way. It's not like he's a third guy in on the top of a pile. He's making the first contact almost every time. Armstrong with the 3 receivers to his right, just waiting for someone to get open. Rolling, launching, and wide open down there. Can they get it to him? Yes, they can. It took forever, but it finally got there to Moore. Alonzo Moore, 6 touchdowns this year. He had none last year. And that had to just feel like weeks as that ball just hung in the air, and he just had to hope no one would come over and knock it away.
Well, that's what Tommy Armstrong does. Listen, it's hard to cover anybody for 4 seconds, but when he scrambles and makes it a 6-7-yard play, you got Alonzo Moore just standing in the end zone waiting for it. And of course, Chaffee was there late, but couldn't get there in time, and touchdown for Moore.
It's a 44-yard pass play, and it's the 4th big play today. That is 30-plus for Nebraska already. And again, there's just some uncomfortable murmuring in the crowd here at Rutgers because there are Cornhuskers running open all over this field.
Well, Tommy Armstrong's been special, hasn't he? Expanding the plays. He's still got 11:49 left in the second quarter.
Wow.
Our post-game show after the game on BTN.
Rutgers slow starters this year. They've had only 27 first quarter points all year, and this second quarter isn't going great for him yet. It's already 21-0 here. And the Scarlet Knights will start from their 20 after giving up this touchdown.
Look at Jimmy Hogan right here. He's supposed to contain Armstrong, but he falls back inside, and watch Tommy Armstrong able to extend the play by scrambling. He's not looking to run. He's actually looking to throw, and the safety, Kai Hester, thinks he's going to run, comes up, and leaves a wide open Moore for the touchdown. That's what Tommy Armstrong can do, extending pass plays with his feet.
Well, he's run officially for 11 yards. He's passed for 152. Another big day. And now let's see if Rutgers can finally get it on down the field. Bouncing is Martin. And there's just nothing there.
Yeah, Dedrick Young on the play for the tackle for loss. He sniffed that out, was all over the place. Not much of a push for the offensive line. We've talked a lot about the offense for Nebraska, but the defense has been stout as well. I like their linebacking core a lot.
Dedrick Young turned 19 just last Saturday, and what a present he got, that win over Michigan State. He started strong today, too. 21-0 Nebraska on the road. Laviano flares it out and does complete it to Andre Patton, but he's 5 yards away from a first down. Mike Hall standing by with a Lexus update from the studio.
Josh, you just showed that Tommy Armstrong is 9 of 11. Well, Jake Rudock's 9 of 10. This is his second touchdown pass to J.U. Chesson on the day. Wolverines are up 14-6. Josh?
Jake Rudock is getting better and better. At first it was just a run game with Michigan, but he's been dynamic in the pass game.
Laviano now will try to get something done on 3rd and 5. As Paul James with him in the backfield, and look out. You talk about shooting the gap. What a play made. That's Marcus Newby right up the middle. You blitz a linebacker. Nobody picked him up. And the sophomore from back east here, Potomac, Maryland, makes the play.
Newby just comes right in between the center and guard, right at him, almost causes a fumble. And with these blitzes, when you blitz up the middle, you want to flush Laviano out of the pocket or just make the sack like Newby did. A linebacker who's been highly productive the last couple games.
Coming off a career-best 8-tackle effort against Michigan State. So both the Newbies have been involved in this game. Punt will wander down past the 45 and finally skip down at the 42. Now, speaking of newbies, and by that I mean young players, Rutgers has to use so many of them, Jay. And you know, if it sounds like we're making excuses for Rutgers, they're just getting rolled here at home 21-0. But they've lost their leading tackler, their best defensive player, Longa, today. And he will jump back in here. And boy, they need him. But there's so many freshmen on the field for Rutgers.
Well, especially in the secondary, there's 3 freshmen. And that's why the pass defense has really struggled, not only in this game, but the whole season. They've just got a lot of experience on the back end.
3 pass plays of 30-plus for Armstrong already. A design run for him here. And he's out at the 45, gaining 3.
Just a quarterback sweep into the boundary. Tommy Armstrong ran that play for about 10 yards earlier. They came back to it.
What's his upside, Jay? Is he a next-level guy? I mean, 3 of Mike Riley's quarterbacks at Oregon State went on to play in the NFL. Does Tommy Armstrong have a shot?
Well, this game he's been accurate, but in order to have a shot at the next level, he's got to improve his accuracy. His completion percentage hasn't been that good. He's got to improve the little things, but he is a good college quarterback right now.
Alonzo Moore, the man in motion. And it's Cross, able to peel through a couple of tackles. He'll be 4 yards away from a first down. Well, Tommy Armstrong ended up throwing for, what, 320 last week, 91 of those in the final minute of the game. He just put on the Superman cape.
Well, offensive coordinator who recruited him was Tim Beck, now the offensive coordinator at Ohio State. He thought Tommy Armstrong was going to be a very, very special player. Obviously, Tommy got to play as a freshman, started last year. This guy's best football is still ahead of him, and he's gotten better and better each year he's played.
Westerkamp, the man in motion. Moore at the top of your screen. Hummed into coverage and caught by Westerkamp. And a first down, Nebraska. Boy, some sizzle on that one, huh, from Tommy Armstrong.
Hard to cover Westerkamp one-on-one when he's in that slot formation. Watch, this is a little what they call Texas route or angle route. And Hunter just can't get his arm around to make the play.
Armstrong can appreciate your reference. He is a native Texan. Westerkamp from Lombard, Illinois. His dad played for the Illini. Boy, that tells a tale, doesn't it? Close to 10 yards per play. Then he'll pick up 4, maybe 5 right here. Well, Newby this time, and again, a little bit of Cross, a little bit of Newby.
I don't think Newby's full speed. He looks like he's hobbling coming off the field.
Yeah.
He was banged up a couple weeks ago. Didn't play much against Michigan State, and that's why Amani Cross got the load. And that's why we've seen Tommy Armstrong have a few more design run plays, because he has a little bit more speed than Cross. It's what they're missing when Newby's banged up.
So Cross is out. Remember, Brandon Riley is out as well. And now Ozigbo goes into the backfield for the first time. A fake to him. Little dump off. One-hand juggling catch. Carter can't quite turn the corner. Ethan Carter, who's been in on 2 big plays already, who's had a tough time getting the handle there.
Yeah, designed screenplay to the tight end. Would have been better dropping it after he bobbled a little bit.
Right.
They let the defense rally. Desire Wharton makes the play at his corner position. Now, when you have the ball right now on the left hash, you have a right-hand quarterback who's mobile. You got to watch out for him rolling out or scrambling right, like we saw in that last touchdown play to Alonzo Moore. So watch out to the field, and Westerkamp and Morgan are lined up there.
Moore went in from 44. This time, if somebody does it, it would be from 42. Armstrong in trouble, lost the football. And Nebraska will keep possession, but they're all the way back on their side of the field. Alex Lewis finally scooped it up.
We're not sure why Alex Lewis tried to scoop it up and run with it. Just bouncing the ball, big fella. But talk about contain. Great job of containing. Who's right there?
Longa.
Steve Longa, right? That's why he's so special. He makes plays not only as his linebacker position, but when he rushes the passer through blitzes, forces the fumble along with Kamoko Trey. And look at Alex Lewis. Dive on the ball, son. Doubtful he would run 20 yards for a first down, but you never know.
You'd pay to see that. Longa leads the Big Ten, is second in the nation in tackles. Look out here. Nebraska does get it away. Fultz under heavy pressure. There's some pressure down there, too, for Grant, but he's got that fair catch. Rutgers just trying to get it past midfield, losing at home by 21.
Is presented by U.S. Cellular. With U.S. Cellular, now the middle of nowhere is the middle of anywhere. U.S. Cellular.
21-0 Nebraska. The Huskers' 2-4 start was their first in more than 50 years, and there are plenty of reasons why. New staff, bunch of injuries, heartbreaking last-second losses, but as the old adage goes, the world doesn't want to hear the labor pains, just wants to see the baby. And Nebraska, knowing it's got to get it right and quickly, certainly doing that today, leading by 21. Hicks with some room, and Rutgers with its biggest play of the day, all the way out to the 38 to that far sideline. Josh Hicks, a sophomore from Palmetto, Florida.
Now Hicks able to get the edge finally on a play with the speed, and he's lucky. Nebraska, he's lucky they had some back end help there as Chris Jones brought him down. He was off and racing off the bat.
8 tackles, 8 after a gain of 22. They'll try Hicks on that same turn, but this time right there is Dedrick Young to ride him out of bounds.
Yeah, him and Josh Banderas read that counter play great. They read the guard pulling across. They weren't fooled at all and made the play. Banderas, Newby, and Young. Good linebacking core.
The thought among the Nebraska linebackers, I think, Jay, was there was a lot of paralysis by analysis last year with their defensive scheme. This year it's simpler. The results haven't reflected positively, obviously, in wins and losses, but you can tell these guys are having fun getting at it.
Well, I think up front and their linebackers have played well. It's been the secondary on the pass defense that has really struggled, especially in late game situations.
Got a pick today, though, that from Chris Jones. They've kept Carew completely in check for now. Pass rush coming. Laviano escapes. And can't quite get the first down. Yeah, Joshua Kalu upending him. And again, you're kind of waiting for Carew just to slide past that Nebraska secondary that you're talking about. It really hasn't happened yet.
Hasn't happened, and Kalu took a good angle on Laviano right there. They had big Malik Collins trying to contain Laviano. The 300-pounder almost did it. He looked good in the open field. Laviano got around him, though, and Kalu made the play, setting up this 3rd and long. You got to wonder, maybe they shipped some shorter passes to get the ball to Carew because they've just tried 2 deep balls thus far.
Laviano's 2 for 5 for 20 yards. Marcus Newby came right up on the line. Blitzing from the corner here. Laviano gets pinballed backwards, and down he goes. Sack will be shared. But certainly got to give some of it to Ross DeZuris, the junior from Plattsmouth, Nebraska. Tough physical player.
Yep, DeZuris gets an arm on him, pulls him back with one arm, and able to finish it and bring him down. DeZuris is a guy they like, hard-working guy, backs up Vincent Valentine and Greg McMullen, but a guy they're really high on.
Rutgers has to punt yet again. It almost seemed like a block opportunity there. Punt was hurried, and it wobbles out of bounds at the 32. Well, Joey Roth has been active for Rutgers. The Scarlet Knights have only 49 yards in this game right now.
Absolutely no rhythm for the Rutgers offense. 49 yards. Here and there, they got a big play to Josh Hicks. They had a decent pass play earlier, but nothing has happened in sync with the Rutgers offense. They've been out of sync all game, and Kyle Flood's going over his offensive line and said, guys, how can we pick this up? We've got to get some yards. 49 yards with 2:52 left in the second quarter. Not going to cut it.
Rutgers has been a big second-half team, if that counts for something. Remember, they came back in Indiana, 55-52, very memorable game. Armstrong floats it downfield, overthrows, and Rutgers has its first break of the day. Taking it back is Chaffee. And all the way down to the 5. They needed positive field position. They finally get it. Anthony Chaffee, his 4th pick of the year on an overthrow.
Boy, did they need that to switch the field and get some momentum. Tommy Armstrong has a receiver, but just overthrows him. Lane Hovey's there, overthrows him right into the lap of Chaffee, and a good job getting to the near sideline and almost taking it back to the end zone for Rutgers.
That's a quarterback turned safety. Got great instincts. 6 career picks now for Chaffee, 4 of them this year, and Rutgers in business, flipping the field on Nebraska. It's a 51-yard return. They'll start with Robert Martin in the backfield, and Martin slams his way near the goal line, tackled from behind by Banderas.
Well, that's what Kyle Flood wants to do. 2 tight ends, a fullback, straight lead play right at the teeth of Nebraska, and they get the ball on the 1-yard line. If you're Rutgers, you got to score 7 points here. You're down 21-0. Going into the halftime, you want to get 7.
Nebraska not really big on takeaways, by the way. And you're right, Rutgers just needs to hold serve here. Make sure nothing weird happens. Dotting the I is Martin. Bergen in front of him. And with a push, not quite yet. It's going to be 3rd and goal.
They ran the exact same play as first down. Not quite as effective as the defensive line got stout. You see Malik Collins with a big push in there. Push the offensive line back in there, and Banderas and Gary hop on the pile. Like Banderas a lot, a physical guy, plays well with his hands. At the point of attack, you rarely see him get pushed backwards. There's a lot of linebackers that get rolled over. They're on their back, but he finishes going forward against running backs.
Rutgers might want to talk this over on a 3rd and 1 with a half a yard to get. Looked like Bergen was going to be that up man for Martin again. And whereas Nebraska uses Danovich a lot, their fullback Bergen's only touched the ball once this year, so we'll see what Rutgers dials up. But they've got a break trying to go on in and score. That much to gain for Rutgers here. Got a 3rd down coming up. And our Buffalo Wild Wings halftime report on standby. Big day in the Big Ten with undefeated teams trying to stay that way. It's a conference with 6 teams in the top 25 right now. Nebraska usually positions itself somewhere astride the top 25. It's not happening this year, not at a 4-6 record, but they get bowl eligible if they run the table.
And of course, they have that tough game to end the season against the presently undefeated Iowa Hawkeyes.
Bergen in front of Martin. 3rd and a half a yard. Martin powering in. Touchdown Rutgers. 5th of the year for the sophomore. They needed a spark mid-season, and he's done his best to provide it. Robert Martin gets Rutgers 6.
Good physical running, pounding the ball in. Good clock management as well. Try to take as much time off the clock so that Nebraska wouldn't have that much time to have a drive of their own. As we know, Tommy Armstrong went 91 yards in a game-winning drive against Michigan State in under a minute last week.
Yeah, and he had 51 seconds to go and hit a jackpot. Extra point, up and good. So Rutgers will try to build off of that, and remember, it was the overthrow that really set it up. Tommy Armstrong sailed a pass that ended up getting picked off. Got a flag down. Boy, nothing comes easy for Rutgers right now, huh? On the extra point, couple of flags. But is that against Nebraska? Looks like it may be.
All I know is I felt bad for the person blocking Malik Collins because it looked like he got road graded.
Offside. Defense. Penalties declined. Try is good.
So officially 21-7. We'll take you back to the interception that set it up and finally got Rutgers some not only decent field position, but great field position.
Yeah, Tommy Armstrong just locks his receiver and overshoots Lane Hovey right into the arms of Chaffee, who got the big return. I think he was locked in, though. If you look at Moore on the edge, wide open running down the sideline.
Oh, boy.
We're not sure what he was looking at that point. Sometimes you lock in on the receiver. You think it's going to be open based on the coverage. And then, of course, they capitalized with the touchdown and Martin. That was physical smash mouth ball from the Scarlet Knights.
Rutgers, like Nebraska, needing to run the table the rest of the way to get into a bowl, and they've done that 9 of the last 10 years. All 3 so far under the watch of Coach Flood. But 2 years ago, there were 7 Rutgers players drafted it by NFL teams, Jay. It's the same year that, for example, 0 Texas Longhorns went. 7 Rutgers Scarlet Knights went in the NFL draft.
They've done a tremendous job of getting talent to Rutgers. It used to be that Rutgers couldn't keep any of their players in their own state. New Jersey's a talent-rich state, and they've had players stay in the state, come here, and also come from out of state. And they've built a program here that you can be proud of. 9 bowl games the last 10 years, that's consistency.
Well, certainly some things to clean up in many ways, but yeah, they've got a staff here that's ready to meet that challenge. Nebraska from the 24 with 1:10 to go. So, all right, Jay, do you put the pedal down to the floor here and try to get 7 more?
I think we got Tommy Armstrong, who's thrown it so well. You've got Westerkamp to throw the ball deep to. An offense that in 2 minutes thrives. I think you've got to. You know, you're up 21-7. You have a good first half, but Rutgers has a little momentum. Why not at least try to get a field goal, get some of that momentum back?
Armstrong, even with that 1 pick, it's a 2-touchdown day. Westerkamp has been in the end zone on 1 of them. Looks like Divine Azigbo once again will be the running back. Both these teams so banged up. Nebraska finally gets a bye week coming up too. They need that. Armstrong zips it incomplete. It's Ethan Carter, the intended receiver.
There's where that accuracy comes into play. Just missed Ethan Carter there.
We're talking about the injuries, Jay, and Brandon Riley going out today. That is just a mountain of players to have to sift through. And again, it's a whole new staff that's got to do the sifting.
44 different players have started. So there's 11 starters on offense and defense, so that's 22. Basically a whole other starting offense and defense as far as starting players. Great for young players getting experience, bad for the season.
And a welcome bye week coming up. Armstrong's got to twist away from pressure with a flag down. 2 flags down now. Rutgers has the football. But will it count? It's another pick. This time, Saquon Hampton with it. And now Armstrong is hobbled a bit as well.
Looked like to me that Nick Gates is going to get called on a holding, so this will stand. I don't know what Armstrong's thinking.
Yeah.
He's rolling out to his left and throws a duck.
Well, and remember, at one point in this game, the total yards were 230 to 32, but because of this pick, Rutgers now in position to close to within a touchdown before the half.
Yep, gets out of the pocket and just heaves it up. He has a guy open, and you're thinking if that ball's not quite the duck, because that thing was quacking in the air, that maybe he could have found Stanley Morgan behind Saquon Hampton. But as it was, Saquon Hampton was waiting for like a pop fly in Little League.
Redshirt freshman makes the pick. And again, I asked you about the wind here today, Jay. I mean, if you know the wind is howling like that, why do you throw it way up in the air like that?
Well, when you're a playmaker like Tommy Armstrong who likes to throw the ball on the run, sometimes you make mistakes like that.
Rutgers right to work, and a fingertip catch by Scarf. The tight end is able to nudge past midfield, and Laviano converting on just his 3rd pass of the day. He goes 3 out of 6 with that one.
Now, if you're Rutgers, this is the time you want to get some points on the board. Momentum's turned a little bit. Look at the hands here by Scarf. Fingertip. The tight ends are on full display here for both Nebraska and Rutgers.
All 3 Rutgers tight ends had exactly 10 catches each in it today, so that tie is now broken. Laviano to the sideline, a fingertip again, but incomplete is the call. That time it was Patton.
I think Andre Patton caught the ball, was bobbling as he went out of bounds. Good 2-minute route, though. You'll see that route a lot. It's just a quick 10-yard out. And you can see Patton drives upfield hard. He's going to stick his left foot in the ground, get his head around.
Ooh, the bobble,
the ball.
So a 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line. Nebraska seemed to have this one completely taken care of. But now Rutgers with a couple of picks right back in it.
That's what turnovers can do.
Finally, Carew. And you heard the fans, right? As soon as he touched the ball, it was almost like everybody snapped to attention.
As you heard the Carew simmer through the crowd, I'm surprised they didn't throw him the ball sooner on a route like that to get him involved. It's hard to get a receiver involved as it is. Doing it with deep balls is not the best way.
Under 30 seconds now. Look out. Laviano taken down hard by Collins. Boy, Malik Collins plays with some fury, doesn't he?
Disruptive. Malik Collins, the big defensive tackle. You'll see him. All he does is just take his right arm and swat away the offensive lineman. Makes the sack.
It's a guy who models his game after the Packers' Mike Daniels. It's a guy who wants to grow up and be someday. That was a very Mike Daniels-esque play right there. Moves him out of field goal range, too, with that sack. Buffalo Wild Wings halftime report in short order. Remember, tonight, Iowa trying to stay undefeated in a rivalry game against Minnesota.
For the Floyd of Rosedale, the battle for the pig, Iowa's looked good, and the difference has been the quarterback position. C.J. Beathard has given them an edge at the quarterback they haven't had in years.
Wouldn't it be something if Iowa stays undefeated and they've got to go to Lincoln, and it all comes down to that?
Well, the way Nebraska was playing for the first 20 minutes in this game, that'd be tough to beat. The last two, not so much.
2nd and 20. Remember this coming off the interception on the overthrow. Going underneath and completing it on that far side. And again, it's Scarf, the tight end. Looked like there was a man open further down the field. He took the safe call.
Safe call. They want to get closer to field goal range. It should be noted they do have the wind. With a field goal, it's not going to be going into the wind, and that wind's blustering pretty hard for the 3rd and 15.
And Tommy Armstrong, I think, really did find that out the hard way as he just fired that ball up into the air, hoping a receiver could get near it, but the wind just kind of thumbtacked it up there. 19 seconds to go in the half. Laviano getting rushed, gets rid of it. They don't quite have the first down, and now an interesting call. This would be, even with the wind, Jay, this would be a really long field goal attempt. And they still need a yard to keep going if they want to do that instead.
No timeouts left for Rutgers, so they've got to make a decision. Only 18 seconds left on the play clock. You don't want to be rushed on a 4th down. It looks like they're going to be rushed.
So on 4th and let's call it 11, they'll go. With trips to the near side. Laviano buying time. Incomplete. 4 seconds to go. Nebraska will take over on downs. And honestly, as long as Carew is part of the pack, why not, right?
Why not? But why not run the football there? It looked like he had acres of green grass that he could have got that first down if he would have ran it. It wasn't like it was the last play of the half. It didn't have to be.
He would have had to swerve out of bounds, remember, had he run, being out of timeouts. Boy, that was close. Almost looked like a couple of Scarlet Knights clanged into each other there. And could Carew fight through?
Yeah, did you see? You think the ball's going to go to Carew? I mean, they had 2 guys just on top of him, ready, and just threw the ball up.
Nebraska will go away with a 21-7 lead. But a couple of picks thrown by Armstrong got Rutgers back in it. They couldn't convert on the last one. But it's 21-7 at the half here. Both these teams needing a win to stay bowl eligible. Nebraska the hot start. Rutgers trying to close. The Buffalo Wild Wings halftime report is next on BTN.
Football on BTN is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Find your agent at AutoOwners.com. And by TireRack.com, the official tire and wheel experts of the Big Ten Conference.
About 35-40 miles up the road. The glittering skyline of New York City, and the Rutgers Scarlet Knights here in New Jersey, losing in Nebraska 21-7. Let's go to Tina Cervasio down on the sidelines.
Josh, I was able to catch up with Rutgers head coach Kyle Flood. He said the focus in the locker room was about getting that offense going. Their problem is they have just been unable to sustain any of these drives. Now, they're running the ball well. That's how he feels. But, of course, they're going for the big pass. And he's got one of them has got to come up big. They have just got to stop with this intermediate passing. They've got to get the ball down the field and find ways to score. They're definitely going to try to build on some of that momentum they got from those 2 interceptions, Josh.
All right, Tina, thanks very much. She's staying warm, trying to down there. Got the nice Meg Griffin hat working. And it is windy. It is getting cold here. Our Quicken Loans quarterback comparison. We just compared the coaches and what they had to tell Tina. Here's what Armstrong and Laviano are doing head-to-head.
Well, this was the best I had seen Tommy Armstrong play up until about 5 minutes to go in the first half. He had those 2 late interceptions. And Chris Laviano has not looked sharp. Usually he's a higher percentage thrower than 6 of 11, completing over 60% of his passes. We've had a lot of deep balls and has had a ton of time to throw.
Again, we bring up the wind, which right now is at the back of the return unit for Rutgers. And boy, they've got a good one back there in Grant, the guy that you have to account for. And we'll see if indeed he can break one. He's already taken 3 all the way this year. Ties a Big Ten record for a single season. Grant trying to angle, but gets tugged down at the 20-yard line. Took a long time to develop. Rutgers now, a little bit of pushing after that. Nothing comes of it. Here's what happened for the Scarlet Knights. And obviously it got better late, but they only needed 6 yards for that touchdown. That was a big thing.
Well, it's all about field position. They start on their own 30, their own 2, their own 23, their own 5. They're not, even if you have a couple of big plays, you're not going to be able to sustain drives. When they get the ball, of course, on the 6, able to bang it in 3 plays.
Well, the commitment to Laviano continues. The sophomore from Glen Head, New York. And the commitment to the running game, too, continues. Hicks to the outside. First down yardage for Josh Hicks.
Interesting, they attacked the edge on the first play of the game. Usually it's been inside play of the half. Usually it's been inside runs for Rutgers. That's a halftime adjustment on Kyle Flood. Said, listen, the edge looks a little bit soft on the Nebraska defense. Maybe we can gain some yards.
Mentioned that Paul James is banged up, got an ankle injury, so he has not been a factor in this game. It's been Martin and Hicks, and it looks like more and more Kyle Flood is trusting young Josh Hicks. Takes it to the 37, maybe the 38. First down, make the 43. Another tackle for Banderas.
Yeah, Josh Banderas did a good job reading that counter play. Where the back steps one way, comes back and follows the puller. When you're a linebacker, it's key to read linemen. You know, backs are shifty. They can lie to you, Josh. Linemen, they're too big to lie to you, so they have to do exactly what they get. When they're pulling, you know the ball's following them.
Wonder about the health of Carew. Not a lot of packages for him in this game. Hicks again, trying to sweep it to the outside and gets turned down maybe a yard away from the first down. It was a high ankle sprain for Leonte Carew that kept him out of a couple games, and obviously Rutgers was hoping he could race into action here, put up the big numbers. It just hasn't happened against a Nebraska secondary that's been suspect.
And high ankle sprains, if anyone's ever had one, they are difficult to recover from. Can be 2, 3, 4 week injuries. It's not like he just rolled his ankle. And he's been a little bit limited. And
a good spot here, by the way, for Rutgers, Jay. My bad for calling that half a yard short. They did give him the first down. Well, the runs have been there. This time, it's going to be Robert Martin going up the middle.
And Robert Martin hits the hole faster than any other back that Rutgers has. He was up on that power play, immediately hit the line for a 7-yard gain. And Rutgers has a little bit of rhythm here in the run game.
Saw Nate Gary come up and over. He's had a big year. Bigger year last year, though, really. Had 5 picks a year ago. All of those in Big Ten play, one of them against these Scarlet Knights.
14 tackles last week against Michigan State. A physical player who also was a track star in South Dakota. Ball
might have popped loose there right at the midfield stripe. 3 yards away from a first down, and as they untangle bodies, it is still Rutgers football.
Let's take a look and see if we see the ball come out here.
Yeah, right there.
Definitely popped out. Good hit by the defender. And in the scrum, Rutgers was able to get it. You see DeZuris right there battling for it. Obviously didn't come up with it. But who knows, Josh? Sometimes the ball exchanges 3 or 4 times before the ref ever knows.
Nebraska's got 1 fumble return yard all year. Didn't quite recover that one. This one in traffic, and there is the first down for Carew. So they do find him after all. Leonte Carew.
Nate Gary had a beat on this ball. I'm surprised Gary doesn't pick it up. He sees it the whole way, but Carew's just stronger and going after the ball and makes the catch. See, Carew's tough to jam off the line of scrimmage there for Chris Jones. I'm surprised we haven't seen more routes like that for Carew.
Right, if nothing's available down the field, design something a little shorter for him, at least get him involved. Huskers by 14 for now. Play action. Well, comeback route incomplete for Carew. Jonathan Rose on the coverage. Nebraska still has not been flagged in this game. No penalties accepted by Rutgers on Nebraska.
And I'm not sure Carew's full speed. If you look at it here in real time, he looks like he's laboring. Usually he'd be able to run by Rose there. And he looks like he's not the fastest player as it is, but he's a great deep threat because he's so competitive. He knows that he anticipates coverages, according to offensive coordinator Ben McDaniels. But he does not look 100% to me.
On a 2nd and 10 for Rutgers. Archidiakono, the man in motion, and Hicks in trouble. Down he goes. Joshua Kalu and Collins. And seemingly everybody on that Nebraska defense had an idea of what was going to happen there. It's now 3rd and 14.
Well, Malik Collins is the definition of disruptive. If you don't double team this guy, he's going to win his one-on-one and completely destroy the timing of any run play. He might not have made the tackle there, but got a hand on the running back, which led to a tackle for loss. Really high on Malik Collins as the coaching staff.
All conference candidate the way he gets after it out there. 3rd and 14 now. Laviano 7 out of 13 for only 64 yards at this point. He's in trouble, and down he goes all the way back at the 45-yard line. Once again, Greg McMullen. That's his 2nd sack of the game.
Yeah, and Aaron Williams coming off the edge. Pressure right into McMullen's arms. 3rd down is something where Rutgers has really struggled. As you see, pressure off the edge makes him step up right into the hands of McMullen. And he has not had time, especially on 3rd down, to throw the football. They brought pressure. They know that he struggles on 3rd down, so bring pressure. The Huskers got a lot of sacks that way.
Jordan Westerkamp is back to at least attempt to return the punt. He'll go with a fair catch instead towards those far side numbers. And we'll see if Tommy Armstrong can rev it up again. 21-7. Marine Corps leader of the game is a fascinating guy, Quentin Gauze, who's coming after our jobs pretty soon, Jay, if he doesn't land in the NFL. This is a guy that has interned at SNY, airing the Mets games locally here in New York. Wants to be a broadcaster someday. Whatever he does, he'll do it well.
He plays football very well, too.
Rutgers needing some help on defense here as Cross will rip all the way for 8. That's some hard running for Amani Cross once again. Remember, he had the big day last week in that win against Michigan State.
That's the old lead draw play. Looks like a pass, but it's a lead draw, meaning Janovich leads Amani Cross coming through the hole. When you got Janovich and Cross coming at you, that's a lot of football player coming straight forward, about 500 pounds.
Janovich is 6'1", 230. There's been a bit of a fullback renaissance in the Big Ten this year. Joe Carriage went for a little 34-yard run not too long ago for Michigan. Spartans have used the fullback this year. And right here, trying that little inside run and needing the 30. Rutgers read that very well.
You're talking to defensive coordinator Joe Rossi yesterday for Rutgers, and he said, one thing we can hang our hat on the defense, and this is what all defenses build their foundation on, is we're starting to stop the lead and the power plays. We're starting to make plays at the point of attack. And if we can build on that, we can expand to stop other things. But until you stop that, you won't be able to stop anything.
Janovich in front of Cross on a 3rd and 1. And now they split. Cross got it. First down, Nebraska to the 34. Good old-fashioned Nebraska run game right there. Just straight up power behind that line. The Huskers in the first half, well, they alternated the touchdowns and the punts to begin. And then those 2 wayward throws by Armstrong.
They look sharp. The first drive, 78 yards. The other touchdown drives benefited from field position on the Rutgers 45, and they were on their own 50. But later in the game, when they got backed up in the punt and they had 2 interceptions later in the first half, Armstrong struggled.
Armstrong right there to Turner. And he rolls for 9 as we check in with Tina Cervasio.
And in talking to head coach Mike Riley, he praises his quarterback Tommy Armstrong for the transition that he had to go through with this brand new coaching staff coming in this year. He had to learn different verbiage in the huddle, different progression of routes, more formations within the system. But Armstrong did his homework in the winter, and he went through the concepts and footwork during spring and summer, and he continues to evolve, Josh.
Yeah, and with a big day today, Tina, he's closing in on a single-season Nebraska passing record, too. He'll hand it off here, and Janovich will just elbow his way past the 45 for the Huskers' first down.
You got to love it when a fullback gets a carry. It almost catches the defense sleeping a little bit because they so rarely get carries in this era of football.
Yep.
And what we've seen from Nebraska has been 2 tight end sets a lot early on, and they're committed to running the football.
Janovich and Harrison Jordan, the other fullback on the roster, they've got this pregame routine where they headbutt each other without their helmets on. Now, I don't know if that's old school or just weird, but...
Sounds fun.
Armstrong pivots, and he is picked off. He throws it right into coverage. And another opportunity now for Rutgers, as it's Kevin Wilkins, the surprise owner of that football. Anytime you've got a defensive lineman running the other way, that is certainly not by design. And that's 3 times in this game, Jay, where Armstrong has just forced one where it shouldn't have gone.
Anytime you run a screen in the middle of the defensive line, you got to be cognizant of the defensive lineman. And what a gift. And what hands for the big fella. He got off the block, used his hands, and he rumbles down, puts his shoulder down into Turner to finish the play. But not sure what Tommy Armstrong's thinking here. Just never saw the defender as he's trying to throw to Ethan Gardner.
Redshirt freshman with a one-handed, left-handed first career pick. Robert Martin in the backfield now with an offset eye. 11th interception by a Rutgers Scarlet Knight this season. Laviano looking deep for Carew. Carew at the 5.
After a turnover, it's a great time to take a shot. They call it sudden change. It can change the momentum. Little play action. A deep dagger out to Carew. Not the best ball, but Carew goes up and gets it against the defender. And that's the Leonte Carew we're accustomed to seeing. He wins jump balls all the time.
That guy was a phantom for 2 quarters, but yes, that's the real Carew right there. Bergen comes in as a fullback now. And they'll pitch it back around. Grant throwing. Look at that. It is a little razzle-dazzle from Rutgers to get it into the corner of the end zone. The quarterback ends up in there to make it 21-13.
That's what they call the Laviano quarterback possum play. He could have stood there like a possum, like he wasn't even alive. You'll see him right here, just standing there.
What? There he goes.
Totally. He's standing there, acts like he's not involved in the play at all.
Honestly,
and then they throw him the ball.
I didn't even know that Grant was a lefty until he threw that pass. Looked like some sort of jet sweep. Instead, it's Grant to Laviano, not the other way around. Almost have to check and make sure who's kicking the extra point after that. 21-14, an interception by a defensive lineman sets up a reception by a quarterback.
Yeah, Wilkins with the pick. And of course, The big fella will live in lore for that one, which sets up this touchdown to Laviano, who received the ball.
Up is down, black is white, 21-14. 7-1-5 if you live in New Jersey, I guess. Those are the uniform numbers that touch the ball on that touchdown. What a weird, great play.
Yeah, Laviano comes from under center, just stands there. Acts like he's not in the play, and then Grant hits him on the bootleg. Now, why wasn't he covered? It's because the quarterback is never accounted for in coverage, because I don't think he's going to catch the ball. But when he gets away from center, you need to account for him. Nebraska did not account for him, hence he was wide open.
So let me get this straight. You got a wide receiver with a touchdown pass, a tight end with a running touchdown in this game, and a quarterback with a receiving touchdown in this game. Just want to make sure we're following along here. Nebraska will go from its 20. And all these interceptions all of a sudden for Armstrong have allowed Rutgers to get back in it. There have been 3 of them.
Yeah, just a bad ball. He overshot Hovey. This was the worst. I didn't understand this one. Saquon Hampton was waiting for the fly ball to land and picked him off. And then he gives it to the big fella, Wilkins, who showed some soft hands. And 2 of those turnovers set up touchdowns. One of them, the other one, would have if they wouldn't have run out of time. So Tommy Armstrong has been setting up Rutgers to score points. It hasn't been the defense of Nebraska that's struggled. It's been the turnovers by Tommy Armstrong.
Now, the last 5 receptions in this game, as Cross will carry for 2. Talking about Armstrong throwing the ball to various and sundry young men out there. Now, the last 5, 3 of them have been Rutgers players. 2 of them have been his own teammates.
And you wonder if that's why Mike Riley's come out in double tight end sets early on in this second half to try to protect this quarterback from throwing more picks.
Now remember, Brandon Riley's been out since really the first series of the game, so one of their wide receiver threats not there. Armstrong dumped as he gets 4. And we have to bring this up, Jay. Already a couple times this year, Rutgers has really flashed in second halves of games, once all the way to win 55-52, one of the most unlikely games of the year, not only in the Big Ten, but in the country.
Rutgers plays well in the second half. They also had Michigan State on the ropes here at home. They really play tough at home. When this team's rolling at home, their crowd gets involved. They play inspired ball.
Well, these are desperate teams. One more loss for either side, and they are not eligible to go bowling. Armstrong looking for the jackpot downfield. No. Alonzo Moore was being shielded. Cornerback never turned around on the play. There is a flag down. Came from the other side of the field.
Armstrong throws the ball up behind his receivers a lot and relies on his receivers to come back to the ball. But it was good coverage right there by the Rutgers defender, Jarius Adams. Never turned around for the ball, but you don't have to turn around and look for the ball in college football as long as you don't make contact.
No contact, right.
Number 10, 10-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Did you pick up the call? I didn't hear it.
Yeah, it was defensive holding. And we'll see. It looked like it was on the other side right there. Yeah. As you see, number 10 just dragging down.
Yeah, Blasson
Stanley
Austin.
Morgan, Blasson Austin. And that's unfortunate. Usually you see linebackers hold because they can't cover people in space. But to see a corner hold like Blasson Austin, who's used to covering receivers, was totally away from the play and didn't make a difference in the play at all.
So Nebraska bailed out, getting it 1st and 10 at its own 39. And the pitch back to Cross, who can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, Goss was there. He's come up strong in the second half. Remember, Tommy Armstrong started 8 for 8. And in fact, 11 out of 13. But in a slippery slope, he's been sliding down.
It's interesting to me because the Nebraska coaches said he was unfazed during games by bad plays. But it seems like since that first pick, he's been fazed. He looks like a different player, and mental toughness is key. It's not living in the glory of a great play or the guilt of a bad play. He seems to let those plays bother him a little bit.
Westerkamp was in the slot near side. It's a dump off, and it's Carter who rambles all the way to midfield right at the first down sticks. It's a big game for Sethan Carter, the junior tight end. and really not moving like a big old Nebraska tight end. He's got some wheels.
Ethan Carter's got some athleticism. You'll see he just swings around behind in the backfield. You want to get your quarterback going again, give an easy route to the tight end. Nice little stiff arm by Ethan Carter. He's a load to bring down in space.
Nebraska's tight ends, we mentioned earlier, I think, had only 10 catches total all year last year. Mike Riley likes using tight ends in the offense. That's cross, and that could be gone to the 14-yard line. Didn't quite have the giddy up. A late flag comes in after all that. Cross among the banged up Huskers. Didn't quite have the burst to take it all the way, but he took it far enough. Took it 35 yards, if it counts.
Yeah, Monty Cross really benefited from some great blocking up front and from Janovich as we wait on the call here. It looked like it was near the end of the play. Usually that's called against the defense. We'll see what we're going to sign. Monty Cross, a big back, but doesn't have the breakaway speed of Terrell Newby, as you saw.
There's no foul on the play. First down and 10, Nebraska.
That's 14 carries for 81 yards now for Cross.
Watch your man Janovich right here. This is what fullbacks are supposed to do. Bam. Just leads the way for Amani Cross. Huge hole. I think I could run through that hole.
Well, let's not push it. Armstrong. And the handoff this time to Ozigbo. And we'll give him progress to the 10. So again, you've had Newby out. A lot of Cross, a little bit of Ozigbo, who's a freshman out of Saxe, Texas. And Armstrong, of course, if you're looking for a run game, he can do it himself.
Oh, absolutely. Tommy Armstrong. And I think that's why they've run him a little bit more, because Terrell Newby's been a little bit banged up, and Armstrong has more speed than Amani Cross.
Laying a hubby at the top of your screen. This is a 2nd and 7, and it's Cross cut down. Diagnosed very well by Rutgers.
Same play they had the big run on a couple plays ago. Kamoko Toure would have none of it.
Batke was there as well. Well, this Rutgers defense might have taken it personally, Jay, the way they were just flattened in the first quarter. Bit by bit, they're getting much better as this game goes.
Well, they've responded. They've responded by getting the ball. Turnovers have been huge in this game. The only reason Rutgers in this football game because of the 3 interceptions. Got to watch out for number 1 right now.
3rd and 9, and yeah, he's been quiet for the most part. Up in the air, Carter takes it away! Touchdown, Nebraska! What a game for Ethan Carter. And a collision. Armstrong is hurt. Slow to get up is Hester for Rutgers. Armstrong in some obvious pain after the touchdown. The 2nd of the game for Ethan Carter. It's a 3 interception game, yes, but also a 3 touchdown game for Armstrong.
Let's watch the hit as Hester comes in.
Well, he went flying backwards a long way.
Totally clean hit. It looks like he lands on that left shoulder. I'm not sure what Hester would be banged up on, but it was definitely a clean hit. I thought that was actually going to be an interception.
Yeah, Carter had to muscle it away.
Hester came unblocked. He threw it up. Saquon Hampton's going up for the pick here, but you see Ethan Carter too strong. Brings the ball down in double coverage for the touchdown. And props to Tommy Armstrong for standing in the pocket with Hester coming right at him to deliver the throw to Carter.
Oh, it was either going to be the 2nd touchdown of the day for Carter or the 2nd pick of the day for Hampton. And you've got 2 woozy players right now off of that collision.
Looks like his helmet hits right on his hip or thigh area.
Now, and limping off the field now is Armstrong. And back to the other side of the field to Hester. So you rarely see a corner blitz right up the A-gap like that. But up he came.
Well, the blitz was on point. The coverage behind it was not. Even though there was double coverage on Ethan Carter, too strong with his hands and brought the ball down from Nebraska.
Hester moving inside on that one, really more of a a safety up the middle to come in and clock Armstrong, but Armstrong got it away for the score, and the Brown extra point is good. So off of all that, Armstrong, if he can continue, will have some momentum. After the 3 picks, a touchdown pass, and it's 28-14. Nebraska hoping that Armstrong is okay. He just threw a touchdown pass and paid the price.
Yeah, he looks like he's in obvious pain. We saw the pressure from Hester come right up the middle. He stands in the pocket, delivers a strike into double coverage to Carter, who brings it down while Saquon Campton tries to get the pick, but is unable to. Touchdown, Nebraska.
No chance of a return for Rutgers here. And remember, because Grant is so good, all of a sudden Drew Brown is a big player for Nebraska. Got to get those kickoffs to the back of the end zone, and he's done that pretty consistently today.
They've held Janarian and Grant in check, and especially impressively kicked it in the end zone with that wind in his face. Still able to get in the end zone. As we look at Armstrong, although he struggled with the 3 interceptions, we look at the backup in Riker Fife, who really struggled in that Purdue game. And so they definitely want Armstrong to be healthy for the 4th quarter.
Yeah, there were 5 turnovers in that game at Purdue where Fife had to be the starter with Armstrong out. Laviano trying to lead him on down the field, and Carew couldn't hang on. Back to the studio now. Mike Hall standing by. Alexis studio update.
Josh, we got a ball game out in Bloomington. Down 8. This is Mitchell Page, the Hoosier, getting the punt and eluding tackler after tackler till he gets outside. That's a 51-yard punt return for a score. Extra point is good. They're down by 1. Remember, they haven't beaten Michigan in 19 tries, last winning in 1987.
Wow, and as that one goes to the wire, Indiana already has had some heartbreak on its own field, and that's because of this Rutgers team. That crazy 55-52 game. Out to the 30. And remember the first down make here, the 35. Late in the 3rd quarter, the Scarlet Knights and the Huskers both need this one if they're going to stay bowl eligible. There's a man that would have to come in if Armstrong can't continue.
Riker Fife, he has some experience, but again, really struggled against Purdue. I know all Nebraska fans and coaching hoping Armstrong's okay. I've been impressed, though, by Josh Hicks, the running back for Rutgers. He's gotten to the edge a couple times and sets up a more manageable 3rd down for Rutgers.
Yeah, 12 carries, 61 yards for Hicks in this game. Martin's carried 9 times for them. High pass and a big hit at the 30-yard line, and once again Chris Jones makes a play.
Just a good read by Chris Jones, playing within the framework of the defense, read the whole way. Laviano puts on the money to Grant, but no chance for yards after the catch. Only thing I'd like to see Chris Jones do is wrap up.
Just a sophomore, 6 foot 180 out of Jacksonville, and certainly emerging of late. He's got the pick today. And here, trying some more razzle-dazzle, and they need to get it to the 35, and no sale. That is choppy trying to take it around, but Nebraska had it snuffed out. And that is certainly, well, an aggressive call for Rutgers, deep in their own territory.
I like the call. You're down 14. You got about a quarter to play. Kyle Flood dials it up to Chaffee. But watch Janovich, 35, as the linebacker. He'll sniff it out, and it's his pursuit. He gets in on the tackle. Good containment by the special teams of Nebraska. Sometimes they take that chance, it pays off. That time it doesn't.
So it's 1-1 for the razzle-dazzle. 1 for and 1 against for Rutgers. And Armstrong is back in to try to engineer a short scoring drive. Cross. And takes a tumble after a gain of 1.
How about Steve Longa attacking the line of scrimmage, making the play? Anytime you can make Amani Cross, a big back, cut before he gets to the line of scrimmage, it's not going to be a good play. One thing Longa does really well, he reads defenses and attacks. As we see Alex Lewis, one of the good linemen, down a little bit, banged up. Looks like he's getting up on his own power. But talking about Longa, here's a guy that's aggressive, plays with his hands extremely well. This guy is a next level player.
Let's go down to the sidelines. Tina Servasio standing by.
Yeah, you know, Nebraska has really neutralized Rutgers as far as special teams is concerned. On Monday, when Nebraska started watching film of Rutgers special teams, there was all murmurs throughout the room. It was because they had their eye on Janarian Grant, of course, and what he could do. So all week, Nebraska prepared in a way that they were focusing on hang time with their punts and directions of their punts. And whether it's a punt or a kickoff, of course, head coach Mike Riley said you have to make good choices on special teams, draw that net tight because Grant's slippery, and of course there's always that razzle-dazzle you have to be aware of, like you guys say, Josh.
Tina, thanks. They're going to reset the game clock here. It's the delay on the field.
Start. Am I ready for play?
Grant has figured in this game, but it's been with his arm and not his legs, crazily enough.
Yeah, he had the touchdown pass. It's a great point by Tina, though. Nebraska came in, said we've got to win the special teams match. Kyle Flood practices all 4 phases of the special teams every day in practice. That's really rare. Usually do 1 phase a day. They make special teams a big deal here at Rutgers.
After faking the screen, Armstrong keeps it and takes it down to the 27. The first down make the 21. And that'll be the final play of quarter number 3. Rutgers hanging in. They need one of those big fourth quarters. Remember, they have one of those against a team wearing red before. That was Indiana. Can they do it to Nebraska now with 15 minutes to go? It's 28-14 Huskers on BTN.
It's time to announce the Miller Lite tailgater of the game. The Grill Guys from the Black Lot have been awarded a Miller Lite prize pack. The Grill Guys have also been entered in the Tailgater of the Year final, which takes place prior.
Plays have carried Nebraska. Rutgers defensively with a little step up here today, and they needed that, Jay, as the team has been averaging 49 points per game, allowed the last 4.
They've given up some points, but the key point is that they've gotten turnovers. 3 key interceptions that have kept them in this game. And you know, head coach Mike Riley can't be happy about that. Kyle Flood knew his defense would have to get turnovers to have a chance to win.
Nebraska's now a -12 this year in terms of turnover ratio, near the bottom nationally. On a 3rd down, Armstrong's in trouble, gets rid of it, incomplete. Rutgers bringing the heat again, and ball's on the 27. And Drew Brown's got a big leg and a swirling wind to deal with, and they're going to ask the sophomore from Southlake, Texas, to come on and try to bang one up and in.
Kamoko Ture on that play, this pass rush specialist, did a great job of beating Nick Gates on the edge. Applied the pressure that forced.
This is Chris Brown's little brother, Drew Brown, and there's more on the way potentially. Reed Brown is a good prospect too. Drew Brown hits it from 45 yards away. It's a guy that missed his first 2 of the year against BYU, and it cost the Huskers dearly. In a game they lost by 5. But here, with that wind swirling, Brown hits. And Nebraska leads 31-14 on BTN. Now, let's keep in mind, Jay, with 14:43 to go, it was just a little bit more than this. I would say about 16 minutes left when Rutgers trailed in Bloomington on October 17th, not by 17, but by 25, and they came back and won.
Well, they can definitely do it, and bowl eligibility is on the line. So the stakes are high for Rutgers. They've got to open up the playbook a little bit. They're not going to be able to run their way back 17 points in just 14 minutes of play.
Well, they've got Leonte Carew, and that helps, but he's had a quiet game. 3 for 50 catching the ball. Laviano sprinting outfield. First down yardage and sliding past the 40.
Laviano showing some good legs right there. I was watching Leonte Carew specifically. He was doing a drag route across the field, and he just doesn't look like he has that burst. I think that high ankle sprain has slowed him down quite a bit tonight, other than that one catch that set up the touchdown.
They've gotten a tight end free for 3. Charles Scarf has that many catches. Grant has a couple. Patton has 1. Laviano himself has 1 for a touchdown. Martin tripped up. Ankle tackle past the 45-yard line. Nicely done by Cockrell.
Both teams utilizing that draw play to get some yardage through the run game. Martin, the shiftiest of the quartet of running backs. Hicks is a little bit bigger. Haven't seen Paul James today, who's averaged 8 yards a carry in his past 4 games. They've got some running backs here at Rutgers, an offensive line that can move the ball.
Martin was a big part of that fourth quarter comeback referenced at Indiana. That was 4 weeks back. Here's Martin again. And he cuts and plows and gets to the 49. Close. And it'll depend on the spot, I suppose.
Talk about Nate Gary, a safety who helps and comes down in the box as the 8th man. You'll see him right here. Gary, that's your 8th man. Watch him come in and fill the void right there. That's how you fill a hole as a safety. You hear about the 8th man in the box? Gary is the 8th man in the box often. Came downhill, met the running back in the hole.
It is a first down. And Rutgers showing you can move the ball on the ground in 5, maybe 7-yard chunks. But, of course, they're going to run out of time if they keep doing that. Patton, the man in motion. Laviano to Carew, who tumbles past the 40 with another first down.
They love 2-man routes because they can protect the quarterback and give him some more time on play action. So they shorten the route up a little bit for Carew, have him sit in the middle of the field between all these defenders. Good throw by Laviano. Play action goes right in front of Gary. Good play. I'm surprised we haven't seen that play more, noting that Carew is having trouble going deep.
You know, a week ago, Jay, we were watching Wisconsin at Maryland, and Joel Stavy had only, 20 yards at the half, and then started to find a rhythm. You wonder if Laviano can do the same thing here today. Drills it high, and it comes out of Patton's grasp, incomplete. Would have been a first down at the 25.
How about Nate Gary again? We saw him on the run fits. We see him breaking up passes here. Good ball by Laviano. Patton should have come down with the ball, but it was Gary who made the play, reads the quarterback's eyes, and a good clean hit right there. Hit him in the armpit with his shoulder. Gary's a playmaker.
Well, certainly he was a year ago with 5 picks. Maybe you can call it a mid-season here today and tonight. Martin trying to turn the corner and cannot do it. And again, as we kind of eyeball Carew, even as he goes down the field, you can tell something's not quite right.
Yeah, he's really hurting and really banged up. But hats off to him for being a competitor. His team is on the brink of losing is fighting for bowl eligibility. He's the guy that's going to play at the next level, but is not saving his body. He's out there battling and competing.
No, the scouts that are here have got to know he's got more than what's being shown today. Laviano takes off, angles free, and he slides to the 29. Was he far enough to get that first down? The 28 is where he needed to go, and he actually is spotted down at the 30.
Well, oftentimes when you slide feet first, the spot will not be favorable. So let's take a look at it as Laviano uses his legs, gives a shake to number 7 Malik Collins and gets out. As he slides, it does look like he slid and his hip hit at the 29 rather than the 30. Poor spot, though, especially for a big play.
Well, believe it or not, Rutgers is actually best in the Big Ten on 3rd or 4th and 1 or 2. So in its short yardage, they've been getting it done. Needing it here, and they've got it. No, it's dropped. They had it. They couldn't hold it, and they turn it over.
And who else? Nate Gary on the play. Again, this ball should be caught, but Gary's able to rip the ball out, and that's just as good as a turnover for the Cornhuskers. They did a little pick route here to get open, and you'll see it's caught, and Gary rips it out with his left hand.
That was Agadosi. Laviano gets hit, looks upfield, can't believe it. So the defense is going to have to hold for Rutgers again. And again, they've tightened up. Nebraska did whatever it wanted to the first 20 minutes of the game, leading 21-zip.
They've done a great job getting turnovers. Now you're going to see 2 tight end sets with Cotton and Carter in there, and of course Janovich at fullback.
Cross follows the lead of Janovich and barges all the way to the 34.
Now, this is really where offensive lines are judged. Can they finish out a game running the football, running the clock out? They'll be tested here. They've been inconsistent all season long as far as sustaining drive with just the run game. We'll see if they can finish off this game. And if you're Kyle Flood, you got to sense that the time's ticking away. You need a turnover or something to get you back in this football game.
Nebraska has fumbled twice, but recovered both those fumbles. They've been picked 3 times. So Rutgers essentially has forced the ball loose 5 times in this game. Ozigbo, the running back this time. And Divine Ozigbo turns the corner. Ozigbo to the sideline. Shoved out of bounds at the 37-yard line. That's the biggest run of the year for Divine Ozigbo, the freshman out of Saxe, Texas.
Getting some time because Terrell Newby's banged up. If I'm Rutgers, I'm betting that Armstrong's not going to throw the ball because he's been banged up. But you see, Ozigbo has enough speed to bounce it outside despite being a bigger guy and finishes the run well.
Cross comes back in now. And Nebraska certainly has the pedigree to just run the ball and kill some clock after a 30-yard pickup on that last one. Maybe 3 yards this time for Cross. And overall in this game, look at what Nebraska's done. Cross is up to around 120 yards. And you know who else is up and over 30 on the 1 carry for a touchdown? The tight end, Ethan Carter.
They ran the power play there to Monty Cross. Quentin Gauze did a good job getting off a block. I'm impressed by the linebackers as well for Rutgers. Steve Longa, Quan Lewis, and Quentin Gauze, guys that play physical and have competed all day long.
Call this a 2nd down and 8 now. Both these teams with 6 losses, remember, can't have a 7th as Cross gets lowered right at the line of scrimmage.
There's Quentin Gauze again shooting the gap. He read the puller, shot the gap, and has himself a tackle for loss. Joe Rossi said Quentin Gauze shows flashes. They just want to be more consistent on the defensive end.
Quick reminder about Iowa and its bid to stay undefeated, taking on Minnesota. You'll see it next on BTN. Monty Cross stays in here as we tick down under 8.5. And a 3rd and 10 coming up. Armstrong is 14 of 21 at putting it in the air. 3 touchdowns, but also 3 picks. Those were in a span of 4 pass attempts at one point. Ending up with the ball is Moore. And takes it past the 30, but needed to get to the 26.
Interesting that Tommy Armstrong did not throw the ball on that drive. Wondering if he got banged up and if he's able to throw the football, we don't know. But obviously they believe that Armstrong gives him the best chance to play even if he can or can't throw.
4th and 3 from this spot on the field. Brown has already banked a field goal of 45, so we know he's true from around this area. I guess you could also go for it 4th and 3 if you really like your run game, or can pop Ethan Carter free again. But they'll give Brown the chance instead. And this one will be 46. But not yet. Got a flag down, actually. Ooh, if that's offsides, that just keeps it rolling for Nebraska.
False start.
But it's a false start.
Number 44. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
Well, now you'd be asking Brown to hit his career long. He has hit 150. And nope, again with the wind being quite a fickle factor in this game. They're going to go ahead and punt it away. Or so it would appear.
Yeah, it's kind of an interesting spot. You know, if you kick a field goal, you're still only up 3 possessions rather than 4 possessions.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with the call here for the Huskers. Now, Sam Foltz having a very strong year, can really be a weapon. Just got to make sure there's no return here. That's the obvious point with a guy like Grant standing back there inside his 10. As he chips it towards that pylon, it wobbles out of bounds inside the 10. And Rutgers once again with a long field here and trailing at home, needing to win to go bowling.
Football on BTN is brought to you by State Farm. It pays to double check. Talk to your agent today. And by Nebraska Tourism. Visit Nebraska. Visit nice.
And Nebraska visiting here. Not too far from New York City. We are in New Brunswick, New Jersey. And Rutgers behind at the Cornhuskers 31-14. About 7 minutes to go.
If you're Nebraska, you say don't let number 4 or any other receiver get behind you. They've struggled in late game situations, letting receivers get behind them. Of course, they have a 17-point cushion now.
I got an essay question to toss out to you in a second here. As a screen will get him a few yards anyway to the 8. All right, so Nebraska's got that 122nd ranked pass defense in the country, right? If Leonte Carew was 100%, is this a much different game today?
I believe it's a much different game. The way he can stretch the field when he's healthy opens up the run game for Rutgers, opens up so many other things. And I think most importantly, the Scarlet Knights play more confidently and with more of a swagger when Carew is healthy because he's their best player and leader.
Patton made that last catch. And Leonte Carew. Remember, there are 4 former Rutgers wide receivers currently in the NFL. Everybody seems to think he's going to be the 5th. And he's learned some strong lessons from, for example, oh my gosh, I'm thinking of all the different guys he could turn to, and Mohamed Sanu is a guy that pops to mind first. He's talked to all of them, all those former Rutgers receivers that are in the NFL right now. That pass falling incomplete at 2nd and 10. But what Carew, I know, has said about Sanu, it sounds like a Dr. Seuss thing going on right here. Sanu says to Carew, what you've got to do more than anything else is just commit to catching hundreds and hundreds of footballs every day. Not 5 days out of 7, but every single day.
Yeah, working the jugs machine, getting 100 balls caught every day. And Carew's a worker. He's a guy that's worked on his hands. Coaches say, though, what makes him good, he's so competitive, and he anticipates defenses so he knows when he's going to be open.
Ball comes free, scooped up, Nebraska touchdown. It's Kalu to put it away for the Huskers. Under 6 to go.
Pressure by Marcus Newby on Laviano. Laviano was throwing the ball, but ends up throwing it or getting it knocked backwards. Therefore, it was a fumble for a touchdown for Kalu. Let's take a look at it.
As we're talking Carew, instead it's Kalu, the sophomore from Houston, who just scoops it up from 4 yards away.
Yeah, he never actually threw the football. He just came down with it and it got knocked out of his hand. Laviano wants to have that one back, as he should have just thrown the ball away.
Well, the year for Kalu, and again, we've talked about Nebraska having kind of a flimsy pass defense overall, but here's a sophomore with a couple of picks this year, and now this touchdown, which is under review. So we got to hold our horses here for just a moment.
Well, if the ball was knocked out while his arm was coming forward,
yeah, I don't know if that wasn't.
Then it could be a throw. Might be coming forward and hit his shoulder. Yeah, that's actually a throw.
I think
now that
you're right.
You see it from that angle, he actually released the ball, hit the shoulder pad of Newby, and then bounced backward. But in real time, it looked like a fumble.
It sure did, because it looked like he was trying to pull the ball back, but the ball went forward, and Kalu might not have the 6 he thinks he has.
Yeah, this is going to be overturned. The ball comes forward out of his hand. That's a throw right there. It's a throw and hits Newby in the face mask.
Even though he's trying to pull it back.
Even though he's trying to pull it back, the ball's moving forward. But in real time, it looked like the ball was knocked out and went backwards.
Well, Jeffrey Cervinsky will let us know soon. But either way, Rutgers is in heap big trouble here. Even if it's not a touchdown, they're backed up all the way to around their 10-yard line. And there's only 5:58 to go in the game.
After further review, the quarterback's arm was moving forward. Incomplete pass. Ball be placed at the 23-yard line. 3rd down and 10. Game clock operator, please reset the game clock to 6:02.
That's right. I forgot how deeply the drop back was taken there by the quarterback, Laviano. They're actually up to the 23 with this here. Goodwin in the backfield. And a 3rd down for Rutgers. Simply an incomplete pass after all that. And they actually put a few extra seconds back on the clock, too.
And, of course, there's been a lot of controversy about reviews this year, but they definitely got that call right. It was obviously the ball was released as his arm was moving forward. Good call by the officials.
Leonte Carew, 4 receptions, 62 yards in this game. Laviano going deep. That's Grant that he's looking for, and he's got him towards the 35-yard line. So Carew unable to have that kind of breakaway speed today. Grant possesses it, so they go and get Grant.
The deep diagonal route. You're watching Janarian Grant. Just has great speed, runs by the defender.
Boy,
makes a great catch.
What a flip of the script for Kalu, huh? He goes from thinking he has scored to giving up a 42-yard pass play. Justin Goodwin is the running back out there. Laviano can run. And this time he doesn't slide. In fact, he takes on the tackler inside the 30-yard line.
Yeah, he didn't slide because he didn't like the spot last time. But when you don't slide, you got Nate Gary coming full head of steam and put a good lick on Laviano.
Rutgers already with one, a fourth quarter miracle comeback this year. Laviano slips his way forward, being pursued. And he will get that first down as it turns out. DeZuris had him in the crosshairs, just never could get him.
Laviano's showing some scramble ability and the ability to run. He's had a couple scrambles that have led to extending the play. And watch him. DeZuris was on his heels right here. He gets out and scrambles for the first down. Good coverage on the back end for Nebraska. That's why he had to scramble in the first place.
Again, both coaches knowing that a loss takes them out of bowl contention. Laviano wrapped up. This time he could not escape. And the sack will be credited to Vincent Valentine.
Really like these tackles. Vincent Valentine and Malik Collins. Two big guys up front that really set the tone for Nebraska.
Timeout on the field. We're down to 4:33 to go, and Rutgers still up against it. 31-14 Nebraska. Now they're going to have to go for it on fourth down. Jonathan Rose into the end zone and knocked that one free.
Watch Rose. He stays in phase. What's that mean? It means he's right on the hip of the receiver, has his eyes on the ball, and almost comes up with an interception. Good coverage by Rose.
Interesting call here. They've got Kyle Federico on the field. Now, it is a three-possession game, so I guess they're going to bank on the fact that Federico can make a long field goal and get one of those possessions out of the way. This would be a career long if he hits it. He's never hit from 49. He has hit from 48. So they need this and then a miracle. And it's going to come up well short. And again, you look at the flag, the way it's pointing, that is into the wind. That's a lot to ask of Federico. And we'll be back in just a moment. It's been about running the football. You almost expected Jarvis Redwine to jump onto the field or something today. Everybody is into the act.
Yeah, Tommy Armstrong, Brandon Riley. My favorite, the tight end, C.J. Carter for the touchdown on the reverse. But everybody got into the action. The fullback, Andy Janovich. It was running back by committee. Terrell Newby's been banged up, but he got a couple carries. Amani Cross has been productive all day. The big back has wore out that Rutgers defense. And Divino Zigbo came in for a 30-yard run.
And, of course, you got to do this here with Alonzo Moore once every game. Now, it looks like Mike Riley's run game has returned. Now he's just got to make sure the quarterback is making intelligent decisions, because there have been 3 forced. Ooh, look at here. There's Armstrong slipping and going down. 3 forced throws that have ended up being picked off today.
No, absolutely. That's the only thing that kept Rutgers in the game. And that's not what you want to do if you're Nebraska, is get your foot stepped on by a lineman right there. It looks like his foot stepped on by Zach Stirrup, 57, steps on his right foot, and he's down for a 3-yard loss. Now what you want to do when you're trying to run out the clock, what you call a 4-minute drill, not just because it's under 4 minutes. A 4-minute drill is when the offense tries to run out the clock, running the football to finish the game.
Rutgers has only 1 timeout left, so yeah, you're a couple first downs away from getting on out of here with a win and keeping those bowl hopes alive. You also remember, if you're in Nebraska, finally get a week to lick your wounds. You've got next week off.
Yeah, they could have had that week about 5 or 6 weeks ago as we've documented their injuries, but that does come before Iowa, which is a huge game.
There's Cross, and he gets lassoed at the 30-yard line. You know, Mike Riley, when he coached the Chargers, they had a now defunct week 1 bye. 16 games in a row on 16 Sundays to end the season. Now, they had played an exhibition game in Australia, and that's why they let them have that week 1 bye. But the byproduct of that is you got to play 16 Sundays in a row. Rutgers calls a timeout. 3-8. Rutgers 1-5 in conference play, looking at 1-6 right now. Their last win, that impossible 55-52 thriller at Indiana. But a 3-game losing streak is followed, and it's heading towards 4. Remember, they'd given up 49, 48, and 49 their last 3 games. So holding Nebraska to 31, I guess that's a small victory that you can claim. Flag down as the ball is taken out to the 42. That will stop the clock at 3:35.
And Devine almost got the first down there. Came up about a yard short, but he's going to come back because of holding. We'll see what the call is.
Holding. Offense. Number 66. 10-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Yeah, Dylan Utter got caught a little bit. Holding. You know, there's an old joke in the Big Ten that holding happens every play. It's just when you get caught is when you get called.
Right.
So you see 66 right there, had his back to you, kind of grabbed on, did the old bear hug. That'll call you every time when a defender tries to pull away and you grab onto his jersey. That's when the referee can see it.
On a 3rd and 21, and remember, the Huskers passing game has shrunk down to near nothing in their second half. Westerkamp hasn't been involved. Riley's been hurt. Of course, Westerkamp was really banged up at the end of that Michigan State game. So we've seen a lot of Jamal Turner on the field and Alonzo Moore. And this is going to be 4th down and very long. The clock keeps running and Rutgers can't stop it.
Yeah, it was a good job by Tommy Armstrong staying in bounds, knowing the situation. We've still yet to see Tommy Armstrong throw the ball. If there was a time to throw the ball, I know they're trying to run the clock out, it would have been on 3rd and 20. Instead, they elect to run Tommy Armstrong and run out some clock.
Remember, Armstrong started 11 out of 13, but then just 3 for his final 8, including 3 picks. But I guess because the run game really started to work, there was no reason to force Armstrong to put it in the air.
Well, especially when you get up by 17 points, you start to take control of the football game and start to dictate to Rutgers what you're going to do, and they were able to run the football.
Rutgers is usually good for a couple of punt blocks a season. Didn't quite get it there. And Rutgers will take over close to the 40-yard line. Our Dr. Pepper play of the game, and a lot of fun ones to choose from, I suppose, but when a tight end runs one in, and Nebraska hadn't done that in at least 40 years, that is the one-of-a-kind Dr. Pepper play of the game.
Great play design. Michigan State ran the same play against them last week. And so the offensive coordinator, Langsford, said, you know what? Let's put that into our playbook.
Let's go down to
for
Kinko's
this week. Copy it up. And Sethan Carter finish it. Sethan Carter's been a guy who's played very well this game. Also had a touchdown reception. They've hit him in the pass game a number of times. He's a good-looking tight end.
Kalu almost had the sack, and instead it's simply an incompletion. It's been a 4th quarter of almost for Kalu. Remember, he thought he had the touchdown earlier, too. But, you know, back to your point, Jay, about the tight end getting involved. A lot of the tight ends will get involved under Mike Riley. They were, you know, if you look back at what Oregon State was all about, and of course they had great receivers, too. And when he was there, he had a running back like Steven Jackson. That helped. But tight ends were always involved in that offense.
Well, when you look at Mike Riley's offense, it was based on being balanced. I mean, we'll run the ball and throw the ball. And to be balanced, you oftentimes need a tight end in the game if you're going to run traditional run plays.
Here comes Kalu. He's got company. Laviano escapes. And he darts and slides to the 40. Looked like 3, maybe 4 white jerseys surrounding Laviano, and he somehow got out.
If you're Chris Laviano, you are running for your life right now. The last 6 pass plays have been him getting pressured from all different angles on this black shirt D. And he's running around just trying to make something happen, trying to get his team back in the game. It's going to be very, very difficult with the time they have left.
They bring Kalu in off the corner again. Laviano runs and gets crushed at the 41-yard line.
Marcus Newby laying the wood.
A bunch of these Nebraska players are starting to really hit right now. You've talked about Nate Gary all day. We should give him some love, too. Our Duluth trading hardest working player.
This is a guy that comes down, stops the run when they're running the rock. He can cover over the middle. He's punished a couple receivers. Had a big pass breakup on 4th down that gave Nebraska the ball back at a critical time. He's a leader. Had 14 tackles last week. Followed up with a great game this week.
On 4th and 6. Taken away. Carew couldn't get it. And who else but the guy we're talking about? Nate Gary. Following the script with under a minute to go. How'd you do that?
I have no idea, Josh, but Nate Gary's a good football player. He's in the right place at the right time. One of the better safeties in the Big Ten. Lavian's just throwing this up. Right to Gary. Gary reads it the whole way. He's waiting for the ball. They've got double coverage on Carew. Safety over the top. Corner trailing. And Gary wisely gets down. And now Nebraska will be able to run the clock out.
Got an injured player still down right around that 40-yard line. But, yeah, Nebraska, a very active day defensively today and a very creative day offensively to lead 31-14. Not sure who that is, being completely umbrellaed right now. Now, this Nebraska defense, the last 3 games, it allowed 123 points. That's a lot. So they stepped up today, clamped down on Rutgers. And I know the Scarlet Knights will dip to 3-7 overall, but they can put points on the board. I know they can give them up. But the 55 points on the board at Indiana got everybody's attention. And you mentioned earlier they were right there with Michigan State, just like Nebraska was.
Yeah, Michigan State had to come back late in that game for a game-winning drive.
Now 31-14 here, and we'll take a timeout and come right back on BTN. Offensive lineman Derek Nelson, who's down for Rutgers, and he's breathing. He's fine that way, but they've made sure that he's not moving right now. They've immobilized him. They're going to get him on the cart. And this is happening with 58 seconds to go in this game here, with Nebraska up by 17.
Yeah, it's always a scary situation when you have a teammate down and a bunch of the medical staff around. And
that's a good medical staff here at Rutgers. And obviously a concerned crowd looking on right now, too. And the crowd seemed to be a little bit angry a couple minutes ago, but now obviously that's completely hushed. 31-14 doesn't seem like that big of a deal when you're talking about the health of a young man.
Yeah, and this is something you never want to see for any player. Whether it's Nebraska or Rutgers, you have a respect for the game, and you know there's risk in playing, but you never want to see a guy down for an extended period of time.
Now the Scarlet Knights, who hung in there in this game, tried to make something of it in this 4th quarter. It was kind of running out of time to make that happen, but now obviously the concern is for Nelson. And they're taking their time to make sure that he can be loaded onto that cart and be cared for the correct way. Kyle Flood, who preaches that family atmosphere here at Rutgers. And in fact, that acronym of family is everywhere that you look around this Rutgers program. Forget about me, I love you. Stands for family. And he's trying to make sure that this Rutgers program obviously stays family, goes forward in a positive way. There have been a lot of struggles on the field and off the field, but right now it's just all about Derek Nelson.
Well, Kyle Flood's a guy that his coaches and his players really respect. Kyle Flood's an offensive line coach. He has that mentality, that kind of intensity. He definitely has the respect of this football team. Never has lost this football team despite all the struggles. They still come out and compete and play hard.
Nelson, the Maryland native, is a redshirt junior. And was starting to emerge as part of this offensive line as the season's gone on. So our first look at the actual play, the interception return.
If you watch 69 here, looks like he gets hit by another player helmet to helmet.
I hate when they call it friendly fire. But that's a teammate on teammate right there. Dorian Miller was lunging for the ball. Derek Nelson as well. It's just one of those things. And a thumb up, by the way, from Nelson. Nelson just put his right thumb up. So that's obviously a good sign, but you can see the distress on the faces of his teammates here.
It's not a situation that an offensive lineman would normally be in, trying to make a tackle in the open field. It's unfortunate the friendly fire of Miller was the collision that seemed to cause the issue.
Yeah, there's that right thumb, which I think relieved a lot of people here. And he'll get great care, but obviously everybody here, thoughts and prayers to Derek Nelson. And now Nebraska will have to get back to football. There's under a minute to go, and they're going to win this game. With the enthusiasm of this win obviously tempered now. Even the Huskers players, of course, are concerned about the health of Nelson.
There's always bigger things than wins and losses. And when a player's health's in question, that always takes precedent.
Well, not a lot of fans have stuck it out for the end of this one. The temperature has dipped into the 30s. There's been that knifing wind. Nebraska's up by 17, but these are the stalwarts here. Nebraska fans obviously want to hang around and see the finish, but there are a lot of Rutgers fans that have decided to see it to the end as well. Let's see, Rutgers is, or Nelson rather, is talking as he's being wheeled off. So we'll play the final 58 seconds, and all Nebraska has to do is take a couple knees here. They will win this game 31-14. Lower scoring game, I guess, Jay, than what we had thought we would see.
Well, we saw a Rutgers defense that had given up 48 points in four of the last game, average giving up 48 points the last 4 games. And they played stout at times, but their big key was they were able to cause some turnovers and keep the game competitive through much of 3-4 quarters.
State Farm postgame show coming up. Get you up to speed on that finish with Michigan and Indiana. Been some interesting games in the Big Ten today. Rutgers drops out of bowl eligibility. Nebraska will be able to go forward saying, if we can get one more. And that one more is going to have to be against Iowa.
That's going to be a game the Friday after Thanksgiving. The Iowa Hawkeyes could be undefeated, but Nebraska will be coming off a bye, be as healthy as they've ever been. Should be a great matchup.
The Floyd of Rosedale battle will be on BTN tonight. Iowa trying to stay undefeated against Minnesota. And there is that final gun to make it a 31-14 final. Armstrong 3 touchdowns, also 3 picks, but he was so good early.
Yeah, his play early, he looked the best he'd looked all season long early in the game, followed up with 3 picks, and then getting banged up. We never saw Armstrong throw in that 4th quarter. You wonder if he's going to be healthy going forward for that Iowa game.
Armstrong ran it a little, threw it just enough. And Nebraska ends up winning 31-14. We go down to Tina.
Right here.
Coach Riley is being congratulated by his wife on the field right now. And with the way the players scored on the opening drive throughout the game, what did you see in the way they played?
Well, you know, I think we had good intentions coming in here. I think that last week's game fueled a little bit of a fire in our team. And even though we made this hard and Rutgers made it harder as it went on, I was real proud of how we played, got a lead early, and really happy we won.
From your tight end Carter running in that first touchdown, you had 9 different players rush the ball. What was the offensive game plan?
Well, we like variety, and we we've got enough weapons that I think the more you can use, the more that people take a part in the game plan, the more engaged they are. I think the harder it is for the defense. So it's nice when guys can contribute like that.
Coach Riley, congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Josh, back to you.
One of the true nice guys in the sport, Mike Riley. Hall of Fame coach John Robinson once said, if you get to heaven and Mike Riley's not there, you're in the wrong place. Riley and Nebraska